Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock.
Ah, yes. Again.
Yes, indeed. Welcome one, welcome all. It is Saturday, November 4th. I hope you guys had a wonderful Halloween. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you took your kids trick-or-treating. I hope you guys partied. And I just hope you guys had an overall wonderful time.
Indeed. The spookiest of months has finally come to an end. We now must brace ourselves for the one cold day in the entire state of Florida and an extremely long and wet month.
Unfortunately, you're not wrong. But nevertheless, folks, we are going to make the most out of this episode. I am your host, Jose Casabona. I am also the host of Wrestle Rewind, and I am the host, the founder, the content manager, and executive producer of this channel, and we appreciate all of you tuning in right now. Joining me on my left, on my close left, is the host of Los Amigos Play, a man whose dreams were dashed because the one Logan Paul triumphed, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Hello, everyone. My tears are sponsored by Glitch Energy. My suffering is hydrated by Glitch Energy.
Oh my god.
Cheers to the loss of a real champion and a real human being, LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. And joining us on our far left, I'm going down, I'm making my way around. The far left, we have Dragon Fang Cosplay. Angel. There.
Hi guys, really nice to be here.
Awesome. And on the far right, we have Zayana Rose Cosplay.
Hi guys.
And joining me on my close right is the host of the Black Files, my type partner for Wrestle Rewind, the man who puts in demand hours behind all the videos that we produce on this channel every single week, Mr. Juan. Hey, wait a minute, you're not Mr. Juan Rouse.
No, I am not.
Well, if
It is I, K-Storm. Hi, Nikki.
Well, I don't have a clever introduction for you.
No, you don't need one. I'm the queen, remember? Juan will be here soon.
royalty requires no
You
quality.
guys are now surrounded by girls. We outnumber you. Ha! Estrogen
Girl power.
party.
Okay,
Not
but
a girl, but yes, estrogen power.
okay, but in terms of height, I make up for two people, right?
Yeah, you're
No,
like
no,
2.5 men. Yeah, he's like 2.5 men.
Damn it. No, it
If I
doesn't count.
put one twin on top of another twin, they might get to like Joe's waist, maybe.
Oh my goodness. No. Another time.
Go ahead. Some people have to pay for that kind of treatment. I get it for free. I am a privileged male.
Well, much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on youtube.com/theravensflock and kick.com/theravensflock. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications on all of our content. Leave your questions and comments below, and we will answer as many as we can while we're live. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, whether it be YouTube or Kick, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have exclusive access to all the perks that comes with being a member. Oh yeah, I forgot. Juan's not here, so it's up to me.
It is unfortunate that we have lost our tech
Hello,
guy,
Mr. Geek
Rouse.
Meow.
Thank you for joining us today.
So yes, folks, you can support us by you can become an inner flocker, and by doing so, you'll be supporting us, the Ravens Flock. You hit this like and the subscribe button on our channel. Leave a comment on all of our videos, even on the videos that you've watched in the past. And yes, we do have donation sites for PayPal and Cash App, which is all available in the description, folks. Juan has said this many times. We are really trying to get away from our average 9 to 5s, and we hate it. Your support, your help equals more time to have Angel around.
Why, thank you. I appreciate
Help
it.
us break free late stage capitalism,
This is
people.
important because, as you can see, our beloved hardware guy, Mr. Arouse, perished due to a severe case of ligma caused by overwork. This is a serious, very dangerous problem that has attacked the working class for many years, and sadly, just like mental health, it is not being addressed.
Angel,
so
you
help
have...
us escape from both capitalism's late-stage abuse and severe case of ligma.
Okay then.
Ligma!
You dork. And of course you'll have
I knew that was coming.
and of course you'll have access to members first and members only content, including a discount to our merch store on teespring.com. Link is in the description of the video. And you'll have access to us, the Ravens Flock, your motley crew of nerds. You could drop your comments on our page, leave your opinions, any ideas that you have, any thoughts that you have will help shape the future of this channel. How is my Juanism so far, guys?
So far, pretty good.
Doing
It's so good
well
that the
enough.
McAfee
Doing well.
antivirus actually activated in front of the computer.
Damn
It's
it.
fine.
And, yep. And of course, you know what? Pass me my cup, please. The black one.
Oh, yes. As you can tell, we are currently sponsored by the delicious,
I'll take care of this.
fresh taste of Glitch
You mean my-
Energy.
That's right, folks. The
So-
Ravens Flock is sponsored by Glitch Energy. Go to glitchenergy.com and use the promo code FLOCKFUEL to get 20% off on all of your online purchases.
And it is really, really, really
This
good.
is some good crack sauce.
Yes, yes, absolutely. You'll be able to try out flavors like cracked sauce, nerdies, grenades, and the list goes on. And yours
Rocket
is
Pop!
Rocket Pop.
Is liquid
Cosmic Candy.
nerds.
Yes, indeed. It's great. It's
So
awesome.
good.
It's a great way to revitalize your body. It's awesome. Trust me. You guys need to check it out.
That's
All right.
Have we watched My Big Fat Wedding, Greek Wedding 3 on Peacock?
Uh,
That would be a no.
I don't
That would
even-
be a
I
hard
don't think
no.
I've ever seen even one.
I don't think I've ever seen even the one thing.
That.
Just remember, Angel, we got to share mics,
I
okay?
keep forgetting there's like extra mouths here. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Yeah,
fine. You're
gypsy
I
fine.
apologize. My habit of objectifying people has made you see us an actual object, right? You're a prop.
All right. Well, first of all,
I will eat you.
You're an adorable prop.
Never mind.
Got
Oh.
a mind!
Never mind. Yes.
So first of all, folks, we want to give a huge thank you to all of you who tuned in to the WWE Crown Jewel watch party earlier today. You guys have been great. You guys have been awesome in the live chat. I hope if you guys had a chance to watch it, I hope you enjoyed it. I know that. Okay, I know not everyone enjoyed Logan Paul winning.
The villains won
Why
this day, my
would
man.
we?
No, of course
The
not.
bad
Why
guy.
would we?
This was honestly, aside from the victory of the American Nightmares, Mr. Cody Rhodes himself, almost every single match there was just a spectacle in sadness that day.
I know.
The
I
fact
know.
that they built up that final match so much, and then LA Knight had to get robbed.
Mistress Meg, thank you for the
Oh,
$1.99
thank you.
super
Thank you so
chat.
much.
Thank
Yes,
you so
thank
much.
you so
we
much.
love
Thank
you
you.
too. And look at the little dancing puppy.
Much
Yay!
appreciated.
Giving
This
all
almost-
the love.
This almost takes away the pain of the suffering of that show inflicted on me. Give me your money so I can get therapy.
You'll live.
You always have to get therapy.
Can
The
I
whole
just-
world needs therapy at
Can I
this
just
point.
finally fight my inner self? Like,
Oh,
like
it's
Clive
okay
Wood?
if you can't stay, Meg. Thank you for coming by to leave the love.
we appreciate
We appreciate it very much.
We
Very
can catch the show on the
much.
room back.
All right, so folks, I guess we might as well get into the matter here. Let's talk about Elon Musk. Moving on
Let's
from one
not.
piece of garbage to another.
Let's not say we did.
At least it's a fancy piece of garbage.
Oh no. It has been 1 year since Elon Musk has purchased Twitter, and in the 1 year he has completely rebranded it and calling it. Well, you know, I'm just gonna make fun of it because it's stupid. He called it Brand X.
Guys, look at this on my phone.
It's Twitter.
It looks like I have a porn app on my phone screen.
Right?
It's terrible.
Right?
I can't look at social media on public now because of this thing.
Yep.
And let's not forget that he also put a big, stupid, glowing X sign on top of the building, blinding the crap out of the people living on the building right next to it. It had to be, because it was an actual hazard to people trying to see.
a public
Jesus.
hazard.
And another one of his unpopular decisions after purchasing Twitter was that he made the little blue check mark purchasable at the time when the blue check mark can only be obtained if you have a if I'm mistaken, if you have a specific number of followers.
Yeah, you gotta reach a certain amount of clout to get it.
It's
and
it meant that they verified you were a real person, not a bot, and that you were a person of some renown outside of Twitter.
it got very. Speaking of bots, one of the things that he promised, I know, promises from him, was to work with the bot problem, which has been running rampant in Twitter. And unfortunately, not only has he not fixed it, it's gotten worse.
He made it worse.
For example, have you ever noticed on Twitter how sometimes, I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter, shut the fuck up. Do you
Okay.
notice how sometimes a person with an account that has like 10 followers suddenly gets a comment that gets tens of thousands of likes?
Yes.
You can buy the likes now.
Yeah.
So,
No.
Now,
What would you
these are
call
just
these? Manufacture clout? Artificial fame?
That would be the right word for it. But yeah, these are just examples of the many decisions that Elon Musk has made after purchasing Twitter a year ago. And now we have finally got back on the numbers, and after 1 year of purchasing Twitter for $44 billion, I want you to keep that number in your head, kids. The company is now worth, well, according to Elon Musk, it's now worth half of what he spent. $19 billion.
That's
a 55%.
less than half.
Less than half.
A 55% drop.
Christ.
Now,
Thank you for making a point of that because you said to keep the number in their head, but we've all learned that society sucks at math.
Yeah, we do.
yeah.
You know who else sucks at math?
Who?
Elon Musk.
Well, of course he does.
Oh, of course.
That being said, K-Storm,
Yes.
Your Highness, can you please share the article? Or do you remember how to do it?
I
It's okay. You know what? No.
let me guess. Copy
It's okay.
paste.
All we have to
Actually,
do is
no.
find Juan's tomb, dig out his body, and do that thing that Hellboy did with
Yeah,
little
I could go
necklace
try
and
to
the
dig him out.
corpse.
Oh my god.
Dumbass.
You know what?
God,
Give
it
me a
worked!
minute. I'm gonna go see if I can dig him out.
Oh,
Good idea.
okay then. Well,
So while she goes to exhume the corpse of her beloved husband, let us rejoice in some of the incredible decisions that Mr. Musk has made since he purchased Twitter.
I have never known a billionaire, rich tycoon / philanthropist that has ever made any smart decisions in real life.
I mean,
The only one that, ironically,
there's one that isn't real technically, but yeah.
I know. And the time.
Tony Stark.
I
Tony
know,
Stark.
I know
Angel,
one.
share
Tony
mic.
Stark.
I know one in real life, and ironically enough, I mean this. His name is Mr. Beast.
Excuse me.
you're not.
Yeah, the YouTuber. He's richer than God.
You're
and
not wrong.
He uses the money to make charitable events, and then he uses the clout built from that to get more sponsorship money.
No
So,
kidding.
Among all, a lot of people accuse him of being egocentric or exploiting people for his own gain, but those people don't have the clout to do half of what he does, so they can shut the fuck up. Say what you will about your personal opinion of
Close
the
to
man,
mic. Yep.
but Mr. Beast is one of the few rich people in the world who is actually trying to do something good with the rich people, which came to one really fun video. After he made that video where he helped like 1,000 people get their eyesight back, somebody went, "When I become rich, I'm going to become Mr. Least, and I'm going to undo all of your work."
Actually, you know what? I'm going to try something here, folks. Give me just a second. I'm going to do some
It wouldn't-
of my...
It would not be an episode of the Raven Stock is something they didn't break down, let's be honest.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's
He's now
technology for you.
headless.
Change is minimal. Let's keep it on there.
Here we go. I figured it out. Holy
Hey.
shit, I did the thing.
Okay.
I am smart.
He lives.
After
I have
You know
successfully. I have successfully
this
dug him
chair
out.
is too short.
Necromancy has been executed upon the Raven's
I
floor.
believe that.
Not anymore! The only thing that's short is my temper and my will to live. Hi, folks.
I'll introduce you.
So what?
And
So what do you guys want to talk about?
Miss K-Store makes her elegant exit.
I need a life.
Give me a chance.
He needs pizza.
Yes, he does.
We're gonna fix that later.
Do it. Pretend that it's your hatred. Stay on it. Give me a chance. Give me the entire thing. Take the whole.
Here, go ahead.
She hungers for tortillas.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming back from the dredges of work,
No, thank you. I'm good for now.
the host of the Black Files, my title murder for WrestleMania, the man who puts it to man hours by now, the videos we produce on his channel every single week, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose, and don't you ever forget the mister. And folks, let's give K-Storm a gigantic round of applause, because holy shit, I'm gigantic! Knock off, clap this shit! Ah! There we go! God damn, what's wrong with you people? Have some animal!
Why are you repeating the intro?
I'm not repeating the intro, you guys suck!
Oh, we're about to get into the Elon Musk.
I know. I
Listen.
was trying to give K-Storm a proper round of applause from everyone because she has been holding it down like a mofo.
She
Listen,
has, and we appreciate
We
her.
may suck, but we don't make the computer crash the moment we get angry at it.
Yeah, well, you know what? The computer has plenty of right to be angry. This computer is so old, when I finally got my hands on the one piece of tech that was going to help us upgrade to the proper camera readiness that I needed, I found out that the fucking computer doesn't have the right shape and form factor for me to plug it into!
Juan, don't
I
body,
literally couldn't plug it in!
don't body shame the PC.
I
She
will
was born
body
that way.
shame
She
the
was
fucking
born
piece
that
of
way.
shit.
That is not her fault.
You know what? It is her fault. The fact that she isn't the modularity that I need her to be. And that's one of the other reasons why we need to go
This is
full
why she
time.
doesn't talk to you anymore.
Fuck that noise.
Okay, Juan, listen.
Hi, Dragon Fang.
Remember, we do have old laptops.
I understand. You have old laptops, but here's the
What?
problem.
Warmers.
You,
Would give you.
Dragon Fang. It's not the matter of it being a laptop or not. I need it to actually be a PC
Okay.
for what we're looking
PC,
for.
okay.
All right,
So
but
we're gonna get to the story. You say?
yes, we are. Wancho,
Yes.
relax. Have yourself a glitch energy if it's within your means to
Do
do
we
so.
really want to keep
Okay.
it
First
energy,
off,
though?
say that's not how you set up.
No,
a plug.
I had it set up.
I'm saying first off, that's not how you set up a plug for glitch
Oh
energy.
no, we already did
Have
that.
some?
you
we
guys
already
already
did
did that.
Yeah, we did that.
Have some?
Which
We-
one am I drinking right now?
Cosmic fuel.
Cosmic candy.
Cosmic
Cosmic candy.
He has a half-life of 300 years,
You
like
should
real
try
cosmic
dirty,
rocks.
dirty, taste like
Don't
liquid.
go
Really?
don't go nitpicking, Juan.
Drink the damn thing.
You don't want to say that to me. Do you know why?
Drink it.
No, drink. I'll show you why.
Oh no.
Drink.
Please, Juan, don't do anything. Don't do anything rash.
Don't dump my glitch energy.
Oh boy.
Don't.
I think
am the storm that is
Provoking black clouds in dehydration. My thirst.
Look at the microphone.
Oh my god.
I have been blessed. My family quest is a demon of death. Forsaken, I am awakened. I'll
did
drink
I
the
know?
shit out of the branded cup
Okay.
and fill it to the brim because I really need to chug.
Casey Williams is about to swallow shit.
Please don't chug everything, Juancho.
Be
Please.
careful, that's
Seriously.
not strong.
Yeah.
So,
Why do you think I diluted it?
Have a sip of this.
Which one is this?
Grenades.
I wanted my concentrate.
let's be honest, if he could, he would just show that thing with a
All
Who
right.
said anything about it being that bad?
All right,
I would chug.
I don't like green apple candy, and I
All
don't
right.
like actual green apple. That I can
folks.
tolerate.
Let us bring it back to the subject of
Let
Elon
us escape
Musk.
our own bad decisions and talk to somebody else's bad decisions. for a
Talk
change.
about someone else's bad decisions. Yes. In an article provided by TheVerge.com, the headline reads, X is officially worth less than half of what Elon Musk paid for it. A year after he bought Twitter for $44 billion, Musk thinks the company is now worth $19 billion, a 55% drop. All right.
Holy shit!
That is a huge drop.
Also, this is a minor boo-boo. There we go.
All right, let's go ahead and scroll down and let's continue on with the article.
Look at this fucking doofus.
Look at that. His face is melting.
This is the face of a moron.
His lower jaw is made of dry wax.
High school with
He's
that
the space
mindset.
baby dick rocket man. He doesn't need to graduate anything.
Yeah.
All he has to do is throw money around, and everyone thinks he's God.
Man,
All right.
That'd be nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Must be nice to have that much money.
Right.
I too wish I had fuck you money.
All right. So everyone knew that Twitter wasn't worth $44 billion when Elon Musk bought it a year ago.
No.
Now we know what Musk himself thinks it's worth today: $19 billion.
On Monday, employees at Twitter were awarded equity in the company at a valuation of $19 billion, or $45 per share, according to internal documents seen by The Verge. That price is a 55% discount to Musk's original purchase price per the documents, which note that, quote, the fair market value per share is determined by the board of directors based on a number of factors in a manner that complies with applicable tax rules. Musk is Twitter's chair and has yet to create a formal board.
All right,
Angel, you're next.
We're tagging you in.
And
Since
then
he took
Zayana,
over-
and then Dragonfang.
Wow, he said that. Since he took over Twitter, Musk has said that he wants to model the company's compensation plan after SpaceX, which sounds like a horrible brand of sex toy, which is also privately held but lets employees regularly cash out a portion of their shares to outside investors. The type of equity Twitter is giving employers is called restricted stock units, or RSUs. These are earned over a period of 4 years from their grant date and require a liquidity event, such as an IPO or sale of the company, to be taxed as income. The internal documents explain why Fortune first reported that X was valuing itself at $19 billion.
Next is Zayana and then Dragonfang.
Stop moving it.
Okay.
Until now, employees at Twitter have been working there without the knowledge of what the company is worth since Musk bought it. Idiots. This stock award information finally answers the question, though it seems that Musk's valuation may still be a little too generous. One of his big investors, Fidelity, thinks Twitter is worth 65% less than when he bought it.
Oof.
Wow.
Jesus.
Can I say again,
Mercedes.
idiots?
Dick.
I guess that's the end of the article, but yeah, Holy crap!
You got saved over there, Dragon Fang. I know that you were having you were about to like have a little stage fright. I saw you there.
65% less
I
than
hate
how much
talking.
Musk bought it. That is embarrassing.
That is embarrassing over here, and I'm actually double checking that
Christ.
that
My
little
life savings, they're gone.
that lending that they're talking about over here. That one link over here, guys. Let me show y'all what it goes to. It's fucking redonky donk. Okay, not that. This link. Okay, so this link. I went ahead and clicked on this link, and this is what the link clicks it to. Okay, first off, that kind of hurts my eyes, but I'm all right with it. Let's see here. I guess it's like their internal memo or whatever the fuck.
I believe so, yeah.
One of Elon Musk's investors thinks Twitter is worth 65% less than when he bought it. Fidelity, which put $300 million into Musk's $44 billion takeover of Twitter a year ago, thinks the company is about 65% less valuable now, according to Axios. That implies a valuation of between 15 and 16 billion, or the incineration of over $28 billion in enterprise value.
I'll take over here.
Musk didn't
toss that
acknowledge
shit in the oven,
Twitter's
garbage.
financial stake during a rare all-hands meeting with employees last week, though he did brag about some other numbers. He said that Twitter is seeing roughly 500 million posts and over 100 billion impressions per day.
Really?
Yeah, that's good. Is that gonna pay the bills?
Really?
Is that gonna put food on my table? A roof over my head?
Oh, please. That's just about as believable as nearly 90,000 people attending a huge event over in London, England for wrestling.
Yeah, I know. How many did it actually cut down to?
Like 72,000 or something.
Yeah, because fucking Tony Khan's fudging his numbers too, because he's a fucking moron.
But that's a different discussion for another time. Back to Musk. But yeah, no. I'm sorry. This is absolutely embarrassing. And if I were Musk, I would be, well, of course he's not going to be ashamed because he has no shame. But
Tam Tam's here saying, what a shame. He has no shame.
he has no shame.
When you have enough money, you don't need shame anymore.
Ah.
Yeah.
I mean, on the one hand, you're right, but also it's still messed up. And thank goodness that there are billionaire people, there are billionaire folks that do help out the planet, like the one you mentioned earlier, Angel.
Who?
Mr. Beast.
He's not a billionaire.
Oh, are you sure? Because he's rich as fuck.
100% sure.
Well,
He's the world's richest YouTuber, but he's not a billionaire.
well, you know what? His heart is rich.
He's a multimillionaire, yes, but he's not a billionaire.
Ah, well. I mean, he's doing a hell of a lot more than the actual billionaires are doing, so... If you could quantify karma's numbers, that dude is shooting to heaven in a rocket. An actual rocket this time.
Sorry, I don't trust anybody who's got that much money and supposedly hasn't done anything wrong.
Oh, I don't care. The point is that his results are still good. Even if his motivation is completely 100% selfish, guess what he just did a couple of days ago?
Okay.
He went to Africa, dug a shit ton of water wells, saved a shit ton of lives.
Did he?
Yeah. Don't care.
Are we sure that it was 100 water wells?
No,
Like
well,
in his gigantic,
there may have-
shit-eating grin, almost AI-looking
There
smile.
may have been an acid well in there that may have killed a few villages, but I think we can... Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make.
Okay, but I think we can all collectively agree that Elon Musk is the number one as the most egregious example of a billionaire who has absolutely no idea of what they're doing.
Rich and
So,
powerless.
a asshole.
An
And
idiot
An idiot, yes.
who doesn't know math.
No.
Yeah.
I said this in the beginning. I said this when he was first getting into the business of getting in on Twitter. He was trying to boogie on out, if anybody recalls. There was a little hubbub where it's like, there's terrible numbers in these. There's so many bots on here. I don't think I should buy this at all for $44 billion.
Yeah, I remember
I'm
that.
going to cancel.
I remember that. He tried to
backtrack.
He
Yep.
tried to walk it
And
back.
he couldn't.
He couldn't. He basically said, like, okay, well, as per the rules of your deal that you passed us over here to the Twitter board of directors, you said whichever party decides to abrogate the deal and to cancel it must pay a fine of $1 billion
One.
for taking care of the discovery and the process and all
One.
the accounting shit.
Meanwhile, he's like, "Hold my. How about this? I'll see your $1 billion, and I'll raise you 44."
No, he doesn't. Jose, you're completely missing the fucking point.
It has been a long day for me.
Listen, a long day for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't you start a long day. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Listen and listen good, because I'm gonna give you a time machine thing that'll hopefully brush this lint off your head. Do you listen? He originally said, I'm the greatest space baby dick rocket man. I will buy Twitter for $44 billion because that will make all of the stocks on Twitter worth $420.69 because of the memes. Lol, 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 look at how cool I am. The board of directors said, bet. Let's get the paperwork in, bring it forward. As per these giant ass big money deals, we have to draw up rules on what's being done. We're going to have your people do discovery on our finances and our work so that we can actually get this done. He goes ahead and does that, and that's when he realizes, oh wait, I memed myself into a corner. This isn't a deal that I was ever actually serious about. I just wanted to say that I could because I'm the space baby dick rocket man. Oh, so let me just come up with an excuse. Oh, there's so many bots here and it's so politically correct. And there's so many people and rules that I don't love and that it's not right. I need to cancel. Okay, since you're canceling according to your rules of your sale deal.
$1 billion, please.
A $1 billion penalty from the canceling party to pay for the discovery and the work that all of our people in our accounts and shit.
Please
and he
take into
said,
account he could
"No,
he could
I
make money
will.
back in a week.
I will not pay this. This is the worst thing ever. I am the greatest space baby dick rocket man in all the world. I should not have to pay this." Really? You, Mr. Elon Musk, the world's richest man, don't want to pay for a deal you no longer want? Huh? Hey, U.S. District Court, Circuit Court Judge?
Hello, this is the law. What is the matter?
Hi, this asshole wants to back out of a deal and not pay the penalty that this asshole put into this asshole's agreement, and this asshole is trying to be an asshole about it.
Is that correct, plaintiff? That is correct, sir. He is indeed an asshole.
To which he said...
This man has no dick.
To which the judge basically says, listen, you've got a choice. You can either pay the $1 billion and get out of this Twitter deal that you were never serious about to begin
And
with.
that's just pocket change to him.
He can make
Or,
that back in a month, a week even.
or you go ahead and finish the deal and finish buying Twitter. If you don't, we're going to come down on you with the full might of the U.S. government and business law. I have decided of my own volition, and not because I'm being pressured by law, to continue with my purchase of Twitter, because I will make it the greatest thing ever.
Oh my god.
You know what
I'm
sad-
the most intelligent
You know
space
what this-
babies. All the clones of my babies will populate Mars.
You know what the
Your
sad thing is?
inferior
Alright,
genes shall never touch the
Brother! No.
environment.
You know what the saddest
Yeah,
thing
he is a eugenicist.
What is
Once
it,
he
Angel?
bought the thing, he didn't have to do anything. He could have just let that shit run, or actually concentrate on working on the bot program, and then
Didn't he fire literally all?
Then he
of the
fired
IT
like
people, all the
75%.
engineers?
and he
Unfortunately,
rounded
yes.
down the entire tech support to one Indian guy in a cardboard box living on rats, and it shows because not only has the site basically been hit with constant breakdowns and crashes, the bot problem has gotten worse than ever before, and then he decided to do what is the smartest thing a man like him can possibly do. I'm gonna take a thing that was free and I'm going to start charging you for it.
Well, also, a lot of people on Twitter are saying that they are seeing a lot of sponsored posts and not posts that they're actually following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention a lot of posts from a lot of psychotically fucked up organizations that you can't block, i.e. PragerU. PragerU, which, by the way, folks, if you don't know, PragerU is neither a real university nor a group to be taken seriously. These are the guys who come up with those cute little listicle videos of how wokeism is the worst thing in America, and they hire dipshits like Ben Shapiro, the Pope of the Jews, in order to try to tell everybody how wonderful eugenicism really is.
Hang on, I need to drink something to wash the cringe off my tongue.
Now,
yes, please.
there-
And thank
this-
you, Juan, for
just
catching
2
me
days ago, just 2 fucking days ago, PragerU had bought advertising space on Twitter
Mm-hmm.
for their documentary called D-Trans, which is testimonies of people who had originally transitioned their gender, and then they detransitioned, and telling everybody in the world how it's the worst thing ever, and it's that it's a mind virus that's killing all the children and woking up all of our babies.
What?
And
Yeah.
and would you like to hear the punchline, Angel?
What?
You know how normally when you see those kind of ads, you could just block it?
Yeah, it's usually easy enough to
You
block
can't.
things I don't
This
like.
one, they
What?
couldn't.
You can't block.
That one was not given the option to block.
Of course not. Could I at least mute it?
No.
No.
Of course not.
Isn't it that
What
he
assholes?
tried to take away the blocking feature?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard
That's
that
right.
too.
He did try to take that away.
Google stores said, "You do that, we take it down."
Yeah, because that is literally illegal.
Yet another example of Elon Musk's
ideas?
forward thinking
Guys.
of
He
Twitter.
never has bright ideas.
Guys,
doesn't
I,
have bright
guys,
Right
I get the feeling he didn't read the
ideas.
manual.
Quotation.
I
marks.
think-
get the slight feeling that this man literally did not look at the instructions.
No, he did not.
Would you like to hear?
He doesn't have any instructions.
Would you
What are
like to hear
talking
another
about?
little ditty about this? How about how he's trying to save face on all of this horse shit?
Of course.
You're gonna love
By
this. You're
melting
gonna
it
love
off
this.
and getting a new
You're gonna
one.
love this. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Dig this. The space baby dick rocket man, Elon Musk, made an appearance recently in the world's largest, most listened to podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience.
Okay.
Okay.
And with this information having been out all over the place, Joe Rogan, surprisingly for some stupid reason wearing a dumb blonde wig, and asked Elon Musk straight up, okay, so you didn't really fix Twitter. As a matter of fact, the argument can be made that what you're doing is kind of breaking Twitter apart. What's your reasoning behind letting this happen?
Oh
Okay,
boy,
so
what?
Listen to this.
No.
You have Joe Rogan, one of the most well-known, whether you like him or hate him, podcasters of all time, and he has decided that there's no bullshitting between you and him. He needs a straight answer, and he's asking you before millions of listeners, why are you like this?
And what's Elon Musk's response?
You said you're asking me why I let this happen?
Yeah.
Please, I made this happen. This was totally the plan all along.
Jamie, say that.
This was the entire plan all along. Do you know why? Because I believe that Twitter has become infested by the woke virus of San Francisco because everyone living in San Francisco is so homeless and there's so much degeneracy, and that culture has pervaded Twitter headquarters, and so I must buy the single largest social media platform on the planet in order to get people to stop being wokeified by all the crime drugs happening in San Francisco.
Remember,
Sounds
kids.
What?
Yeah!
Yeah.
What?
He said that. Remember, kids.
What a fucking idiot!
Remember, kids. If Twitter is falling apart and you live in San Francisco, then
It's your
you're
fault.
part of the problem.
Jamie, that sounds crazy.
Wow.
Jamie, Jamie, save that clip. We're gonna use that for later.
You want to, like, that was some serious bullshit word salad to try to make himself.
I have no words.
Let me see if I can-
Neither did he.
So he's single-handedly blaming San Francisco. Okay, I think all of
So
them
he's
need
just
to
redirecting
be like,
blame.
show up to Twitter and be like, I heard you were talking shit.
Rather than taking responsibility for his decisions.
Of course not.
Why should
Because apparently it's not his fault, guys.
he? No, you know what? It's all the fault of all the poors and all the vagrants and all of those
Whatever.
dirty
Fucking idiot.
people.
Of
In
course.
case you know who I'm
That-
talking
That third
about.
class
Oh
of
my God.
inferior gutter dwellers.
Yeah, now part of me
Also,
actually
guys,
was.
listen,
let's-
do you expect a rich man to stay rich if he ever says it's my fault?
D-
It's never their fault.
let alone
Yeah, it isn't.
let alone a rich man who basically got his money off of apartheid. You know, South Africa. You
the
know,
best, the
which-
best part is, I actually did saw that clip you showed me,
Oh, so you know it.
and I saw Joe Rogan's face, and the man went from to just his face slowly morphed into disbelief. Like, is he? Jamie, are you hearing the shit? Like, you could genuinely tell, like, Joe Rogan goes from what? His face is trying to project the emotion of what the hell am I listening to? Imagine making Joe Rogan go, what the hell is going on? Think about that for a second.
This is why people say eat the rich.
Oh my goodness.
Rich people taste
I
like
don't
pork.
want to eat that. I don't know what's been in that brain.
Well,
That pork is not long or
Saying,
delicious.
you know, the
Or
French
just
Revolution.
shoot him to the moon.
Well,
He wanted to go out in space anyway. Shoot him to the moon.
Honestly,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
let's just
shoot
send
him into
let's
the
send him to
moon with
Mars.
one of his rockets.
No, because then he'll end up trying to incorporate that. And say, I bought the moon.
He'll-
Yeah.
Buy
who's-
the damn moon.
No, Rich
But he'll
people.
say that.
Rich people.
Send him to Mars.
Rich people. So
He wants to go to
rich
Mars.
People.
Send
They
his
wanna
ass to
buy it,
Mars.
They're gonna do it.
Send him into the nearest black hole. There
Get
you
your
go.
ass to Mars.
No, send them to the sun.
Well, unfortunately,
But then they'll say, "Oh, we could buy the sun too."
No,
All
send
right.
them directly into the sun.
I'm going to buy this
Crispy.
sunspot. It's mine now.
unfortunately, unless he smartens up or decides to sell Twitter to somebody
Not going
else.
to.
He's not going to.
I know that.
He's never going to.
No, no.
I-
He's going to do what most rich people do. He's going to drag this out as much as he can, and then he's going to sell Twitter.
You mean
But not because he wants to, but because he has no choice but to sell it.
Yeah, to any excuse for him to wipe
Tantrum.
his hands clean from anything.
Exactly.
And then, once he sells it, he will claim the massive loss he took as an exemption on his taxes.
Oh,
That
then
is-
he's gonna go, boo
I hate that.
hoo,
Dude,
poor
I'm sorry,
me,
but
pity
why
me.
is it that they can always find loopholes, the rich find loopholes, meanwhile us, if we fuck up, oh yeah, no, bad.
Because they have golden parachutes
My
that we do not.
IRS is gonna come towards you.
It really sucks that it's come to this because, like, if this
The
does
penalty is a fee, the
if it
bonus
does
is
end up
only for the
happening,
poor.
that Twitter gets into worse shape, and Elon Musk tries to sell it to wipe his hands
He's
to
not
absolve.
trying to sell it.
No, if he does end up doing it to absolve himself from any guilt, then not only does that paint him an even worse villain than he is now, but it also makes Twitter less viable for anybody to use.
Why do you think people have been actually literally fleeing to Instagram threads?
I know, it's a shame, because I'm still getting some primetime comedy on Twitter every now and then. But there were a lot of mutuals that used to be there, and now they're no longer there. And I'm like, oh, my brother, my fellow shit posters.
Because they left. They
I
don't
was
want to
almost
deal with the
never-
bullshit.
I was almost never on Twitter anyway, and now I have the entire app completely muted.
It's
It's
become a
not worth my
clean
time.
slate. There's nothing
I only
worthwhile
still
there.
go on Twitter for all the artists.
By the way, they're already trying to remove circles, too.
Oh yeah.
Because, of course.
I mean,
Yeah.
what do you think? He loves his X's and he's beating the O's. It's his tic-tac-toe game.
He
He's
could not handle a bowl of bootios. That man needs to get the hell out of the game.
He's
if you put a bowl of Cheerios in front of him, he'll probably have a fucking stroke or
No.
something.
I'm bringing him bootios.
Bootios, he's not
He
worth
will try and
bootios.
take
know, because I'm
the
right in
O's
front
and turn them into X's.
Yeah. And then say like, oh, he invented X cereal.
He invented the letter X.
He couldn't even claim the X because was it Project X over in Japan? He
Yeah.
couldn't
That's
claim
right.
Yep.
It was trademarked.
And at the end of the day, it still looks like I have a porn app in front of my phone. It's kind of depressing.
I still have
It's
the
like you have
Twitter one,
Pornhub on your
and then
phone.
it finally
No,
updated and I was like,
I don't like Pornhub.
what is
It's
this?
filthy.
I did not
Just saying,
download
that's what it
any
looks like.
It's
site.
filled with
Like,
human
oh,
trafficking. Get
it's
this
the
shit off
Twitter
me.
one.
Ugh.
It's really
Oops.
ridiculous.
That's what it looked
But
like.
folks, let's go ahead and move on from discussing.
Do we have to move on yet? Because I kind of still want to.
Because if we continue talking about this idiot, then
It's
then
gonna
my
turn into the
IQ
Elon
is gonna
Musk
drop.
Okay.
special.
Listen, like the moral of the story is this fucking maniac is a eugenicist and he hates brown people, which is why he apparently thinks that it's okay. Because his reasoning is like, oh, there's so much crime and it's so disgusting and riddled in like wokeness in San Francisco that I'm instead of I don't know, trying to propose a civics project to help the folks in San Francisco who are either homeless or poor or whatever. He buys Twitter. Let's go ahead and
second, wait a
fucking
second.
find the logic there.
Quick question here. Jamie, back me up here. If they're homeless, how do they have Twitter?
I am the most incredible man. That's how.
Oh my
Hey,
god!
Jamie, save that clip too. We might need it later.
All right. Well, we
This
actually do.
the only motherfuckery that I will ever give the man credit for is being able to dodge the bullet of chaos that is Amber Heard.
That was the one good decision he ever made in his life.
He dodged her like freaking Neo dodging the
Even
Matrix.
he saw that. I don't think I have enough money to fix this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. So that's the only.
He's not
thing
gonna.
that
He's not gonna
standing
buy
out.
something that's broke.
No,
Wow.
he's gonna buy something good and then break it himself.
Tell me I'm wrong, Juan.
Ow!
I mean,
Ow!
He always breaks shit.
he's out of pocket, but he's right.
But that being said, folks, unfortunately, we do have to move into a much more serious news because it was reported earlier this week, unfortunately, that one of the original actors from the
that's right.
from the TV sitcom Friends, Matthew Perry, has passed away.
Our sincerest condolences to his friends, family, and loved ones. Even the people that did not care much for Friends do know who that person was. And unfortunately, the gentleman was found dead in his own home in his bathtub. Was it
No, it
ruled
was
out?
it wasn't a bathtub. It was his hot tub.
Okay,
was
was
a hot
it
tub,
ruled
yeah.
out that it was because of a drug overdose, or has it been? in
Actually,
concrete
I
reports?
believe they kept quiet about the cause of death.
So we don't know yet, but the man was basically
I
found
heard it was drowning.
dead in
He
his home.
as in he drowned in his thing. Like
Yeah.
the working theory is that like basically he like took something to relax and probably just fell asleep and
he
he
drowned
drowned.
in his sleep. Not exactly
you're
the
in a
worst
hot
way
tub,
to go, but it's
Yeah.
still
should
too
not
young.
fall
No.
asleep in a hot tub.
No,
Now-
No one's
unfortunately,
supposed to spend 15 minutes in one.
Now-
Right, seriously, it's really sad. Could this be any sadder?
Now,
That's a Chandler reference for you folks.
thank you
Why-
for that. Now, in an article provided by BBC News,
Give me a
just a second,
wait.
folks.
It's
But yeah,
because we like to share our sources with you fine
fun
folks.
fact, while we're quoting the article, I like to say a little anecdote. I actually got to see friends in Cuba.
how was it for you?
They fucked up the Spanish translation.
What?
Ooh.
Turns out that many of the jokes in English did not translate properly to the Spanish because Spanish has more words than English. So snappy one-liners became very long sentences.
Oh man, I hate that.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it kind of fucked up. Also, I don't know if they did this on purpose or not, but the relationship between Ross and Rachel became borderline abusive in the translation.
No, Angel,
no.
you were right.
You were
it was
right.
borderline abusive in the actuality
So
because
that time that
Ross
House told
was-
her to get a grip.
Ross was in hindsight was the quote unquote nice guy.
Uh-huh.
So he had no spine.
Unfortunately, no.
See, I
Alas.
never watched it. I've seen like clips of it. But
You know, the funny thing is, though, his actor actually went to play a surprisingly dramatic and sad like part as a surgeon in a war movie.
Yeah, no,
And-
what's his face? What's his face? David Schwimmer.
David
Yeah,
Schwimmer.
no, these guys they can act like motherfuckery. That's not the issue.
Do you remember that time that he moved your heart in Madagascar?
Yeah, no, I think what Juan's mentioning,
was
the
a
bone of
giraffe.
contention is how the character Ross was portrayed in Friends. But nevertheless, we
That was
we
cool.
do need to circle things back to the original actor of Chandler. In an article provided by BBC News, the headline reads, Matthew Perry buried in a private ceremony, reported by U.S. media. Now, this article is provided to us by E.C. Goxadaf. I apologize for butchering the name. Let me go ahead and start it off. Actor Matthew Perry has been laid to rest at a Los Angeles cemetery following a private funeral on Friday, according to U.S. media reports. All 5 of his co-stars from the hit sitcom Friends attended the service alongside Perry's family, it was reported. The funeral service at the Forest Lawn Cemetery near Warner Brothers Studios is said to have lasted 2 hours. Perry was found dead at his LA home last weekend at the age of 54.
Damn.
Yeah. His cause of death has not been confirmed. A post-mortem examination was inconclusive, and officials are awaiting the results of toxicology tests. The star played wisecracking Chandler Bing on Friends from 1994 to 2004, with his death generating an outpouring of grief from fans and fellow celebrities. Forest Lawn Memorial Park is the resting place of numerous Hollywood stars, including Carrie Fisher, Paul Walker, and Stan Laurel. U.S. media Angel.
U.S. media share long distance and aerial photographs from outside the service, where Perry's friends and co-stars Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer could be. Jesus, they haven't aged a day. That's amazing.
No, that's an old photo, Angel.
Oh, never mind. His mother, father, and stepfather were also there, and about 20 people dressed in black attended in total, according to TMZ. Perry's death came 1 year after the publication of memoir Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, which chronicled the decades-long struggle with addiction to prescription painkillers and alcohol. On the same day as his funeral, a new foundation was launching his name to help those struggling with such addiction.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like, guys, he may have been drugs.
Yeah, no, like what do you call it? This over here, where
God
it says
damn it,
the
that
one
hurts.
where we all lost a
A
friend.
friend.
What do you call it? This was actually left in front of the building in New York that they used for the outside shots of the apartment building where they lived.
I see.
And that's actually in reference to the fact that each one of the episodes is like, oh, the one with the hat, or the one where, the one with the baby stroller, that kind of thing. So,
There we
in
go.
reference to the names of the episodes,
Man,
the one where
why
we
you
all
gotta
lost
go hurt me like this now?
Yeah, no.
Shine on.
Growing
you
up,
crazy
me and
bastard.
Juan, we've watched episodes of Friends, and while we haven't been watching it consistently from beginning to end, we've always appreciated Chandler's character because he was honestly, I thought he was funnier than Joey.
That's a sin. You take that back.
He was the voice of reason in a world of crazy people.
Yeah.
No, I was about to say. First off, Joey Tribbiani was funnier than Chandler, and that I will die on that.
I guess they're tied.
I don't. Though he's ahead by a thread. Okay.
Okay.
How's that? No.
He had slightly more hair.
Okay. Let me put it to you this way: how much of a goof can Joey Tribbiani be? Where, by the way, if you guys recall, he played like a struggling up and coming actor,
Yeah.
and he landed a bit part on Days of Our Lives in the series, where he played a doctor. And it was kind of like hamming on the whole fact of like soap opera actors are really sucky, and like he even had this one part in there where he's actually telling them like, "Hey guys, so in this one scene, I actually kind of forgot my lines for half a second, but I improvised. So I took a moment to look off camera dramatically, and I was actually really trying to remember my lines on there, and it really sold the scene. Check it out." And you see him talking, and then very smoldering.
Fair
Like, and
Blue steel.
exactly, and then getting back to his actual fucking line. How much of a fucking goof does he have to be? To another episode, he's like, "Oh hey, Soap Opera Digest Weekly wants to interview you, Joey," and he's coming up with like, "Oh shit, I need to come up with these bogus answers because I'm not that interesting." Like, "Oh, what sort of diet and exercise regimen do you have?" And he just shows a bunch of clip of him showing junk food. I mean.
Yeah.
He's Italian, he loves to eat. He's like, "Oh, well, I have a light breakfast in the morning, and then I do 3 hours of cardio." It's like bullshit. And like the last question that what's her face that the interviewer brings, it just slips in like, "Okay, and what's your favorite soap opera other than the ones you worked at?" Like, please, I don't watch soap operas. What do you think I am, nuts?
Okay, fair enough.
No, that point, and the lady looks at him like, "That's fantastic, Joey. I'm sure that all the readers at Soap Opera Digest will love to hear your thoughts on
William
God.
Shatner himself.
Yes,
and
he is.
just fucking torpedoes himself.
You know what? You make a good point. I guess the character must be popular enough to have their own spin-off show that only lasted, what, a season?
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. You know what? I don't see Chandler or Monica or Rachel or Ross or Phoebe having their own spin-offs.
Ross became a giraffe, though. That's like kind of hard to do a spin-off show when you barely fit in the apartment.
Yeah, and as for Courtney
He was
Cox,
still outshined by Ben Stiller as a lion.
also
to be fair, it's Ben Stiller.
also the
lion.
careers of Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox, I think they speak for themselves.
Not to mention their lives now.
But that-
Sometimes it just works one way, and sometimes it doesn't work the other. And
But-
in his case, sadly, it didn't work at all.
Yeah, but that being said, wrapping it back to Matthew Perry, it's really sad that we lost another celebrity, another awesome guy in Matthew Perry. I mean,
This came out last week, this last Saturday, and the only reason why we didn't cover it last Saturday
was because we had a
we weren't
blackout.
here.
We had a blackout week, folks. Yeah,
It was godless. Let's see here.
I hate blackout weeks.
Let's see, the last bit of the article
An-
on there says,
An entire week of not streaming. I can't do that again, Angel.
"Yeah, well, we streamed
It's
3
called
days.
withdrawal symptoms. We all have to fight through it.
Well, we streamed 3 shows today. Does that make up for it?
Tremendously, yes.
All right, so
So let's continue.
The website for the Matthew Perry Foundation leads with a quote from Perry that says, "When I die, I don't want friends to be the first thing that's mentioned. I want helping others to be the first thing that's mentioned." Friends co-creator Marta Kaufman said she spoke to Perry 2 weeks ago, telling NBC Today program he was, quote, "happy and chipper and seemed like in a really good place."
Well, you never know. Kindness is a mask that quickly comes down behind closed doors. And hey, man, so, hey, no one told you life was going to be this way.
Jobs
No,
a
no,
joke.
no jokes aside. No jokes aside. We have no idea when this kind of thing happens. So please be there for your loved ones because we don't know what kind of battles they're struggling with and what kind of horrible demons they're losing to. The man himself made it clear that he had his own struggles and difficulties, and it is very likely he did not win against them. Nonetheless, I can only wish him to be in a better place and that we may learn a very important lesson from reaching out to our loved ones because the next day they might just not be there anymore.
Absolutely. And to reiterate what Angel said earlier, we here at the Ravens Flock would like to extend our deepest condolences and thoughts to the family members and friends of Matthew Perry who are still grieving right now. And we hope that they could find peace sometime.
Some sort of solace.
Some sort of solace.
All right. Yeah, that it is really sad and it is really tragic. Yeah. Bluebell Fleur. How's it going there?
Hey, thank you for
What
joining us
emoji is
today.
that?
That is a syringe. We don't know yet. There's a toxicology report that's
It
coming
is a
in.
possibility.
And
We
hey
cannot
there, by
judge
the
it.
way, welcome to the Ravensflock Bluebell Fleur. Welcome. We hope.
Oh, it's a flower. Bluebell flower.
Yeah.
I
French.
thought it was flower.
No,
Fleur.
Fleur,
No, I thought it was
French.
flour like wheat powder.
What? Angel, they can't hear you without the
I
mic.
thought it was the bread thing.
Okay, flower. FLO.
No, it's
Chevalier of bread.
Chevalier de Fleur.
Angel, your grasp of the French language is astonishing.
Can you blame me? Have you heard a Frenchman speak?
I have.
They sound like they have a cherry pit stuck in their throat.
I have.
You people
I
suck
nearly
at talking.
choked on the cherry pit, Angel. I know
It was
that.
very unpleasant.
Oh man, you know what? I gotta say, man, this has been. What's up?
No, you go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna segue and just say like, yeah, man, like this. The first topic was just embarrassing, disappointing, and this is just very sad. Like, Angel, do you have something to pick our spirits up?
Well,
I
I
have.
had good
Oh, wait.
news, but
Oh.
then Juan decided that we are not being heard enough.
No, we haven't. Now, usually at a time like this, I don't recommend actually turning to alcohol. But I'm sure in a tradition,
Oh boy.
no, but I'm sure in like any sort of tradition, you want to drink, you want to like to have a drink in Matthew Perry's memory or something, like a shot or something.
Hang on a second. Let me get in the proper position for this.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm giving you all a little bit of a setup.
Fair
And
warning, this is
Zayana
alright.
Rose,
Sorry.
I said specifically, made sure that you were in slapping range. So I'm gonna take my glasses off. I do not want these. They're already cracked, and I had to super glue them back.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side. My good hand is my right hand.
You know what the
I'm the lefty here.
you know what the worst part is
I
though?
have to turn like this.
I'm the
I know,
lefty
off
here. You
camera.
should know this
Unless
by now.
I screw and you scoot.
You
Hang
know
on.
what the worst part
Stand
is
up
though?
and
We
scoot. There
defended
you
this person a long time ago. Didn't
And it's
realize
okay.
that we were all being taken for a ride.
go. No, we weren't taken for a ride. It's just more a matter like, well, this person, well, they kind of couldn't come up with any good ideas. And to be perfectly fair, this wasn't 100% her idea. She was approached on this, so
I don't care. She said yes.
okay,
Go ahead and tell them, Wancho.
okay. There's no easy way to say this.
We should probably walk away.
The world's most successful cam girl e-thought slash Twitch thought slash gamer girl, Caitlin Saragusa, better known the world over as Amouranth, has announced that she's going to be working with a foreign beer company
Okay.
on a drink modeled after her.
That doesn't seem too bad. That's
Okay. So far, we're trending in the right direction.
Yeah. However, she's going to have a very, very, very intimate involvement in the production of this beer. As reported by Dexerto, for you fine folks and for Zayana Rose to smack me in the face, the headline reads, Amouranth reveals beer company wants her, quote, pap smear to brew new flavor.
Dragonfan, darling, could you please open your hand?
I'm out.
Wait,
Show me your
why
hand.
do I have to smack you for this?
I'm gonna go away.
Okay.
Very far away. It's been great.
Same.
Thank you, everybody. Goodbye. I'm gone.
Kick and OnlyFans star Caitlin Amouranth Siragusa has revealed that a beer company in Poland will be using her vaginal smear and an ingredient to brew a special new flavor.
Hell fucking no. Nuh-uh.
Amaranth
no.
has taken the internet by
That is
storm with her
fucking
hot
gross.
tub stream, shock investments, and partnerships to sell everything from fart jars to her bathwater.
What the fuck? Are you...
But she has a new
What?
product that could put those to shame. In an exclusive interview with Dexerto, the OnlyFans model was asked about how she has
What?
previously teased a new drink following the success of Logan Paul and KSI's Prime and spilled some details about the upcoming beverage. Quote, according to the Twitch streamer, Polish brewery The Order of Yanni wants to use her for a new beer and she's surprisingly excited about the opportunity.
What the fuck?
Okay, Siragusa confirmed that she will be working with the company to produce this beer, and they have a history of using.
It gets even worse.
It-
No, look the first one. Look the first one. Look at the first fucking thing.
Yeah.
I think I just
Quite a few, yeah, using model smears for quite a few years now. Quote, I'm actually working with a beverage company. It's not my own. I'm still doing that project. There's a beer company. They're European.
Of course
They
it's
want me
not
to send my vaginal yeast. The streamer revealed. Like
Several months
basically
ago.
basically pap smear myself. They want to make beer using my vaginal yeast, like the same profile, I guess.
So several months.
Actual fuck.
So several
Okay, so
months
what
ago.
is this place?
You're gonna love
Everyone
this.
boycott.
Hell
That's
fucking
disgusting.
no. That is disgusting.
At least it's a beer company and we don't like it. We don't like beer.
First
So
off,
I
I know, I
Safe from
hate
that.
beer. Luckily, I never
We're
drink
safe
beer.
from
Wancho,
that.
I drink beer. Please don't turn me
I-
away from beer.
so here's the thing.
Why do I need to smack you?
First off,
Why?
of course, it
Because
was a
I've
fucking
made
European.
the existence of this known to you.
Excuse me.
Oh my god, you didn't
I
purchase
also
anything,
have
did you?
email Over here.
Don't touch me.
Chat, do I do it or not?
Chats, just tell. just
Chat.
tell us.
Okay, you know what? Here was what we're gonna do. Hang on a minute.
Put it up to a vote.
I don't condone violence.
So
I do not condone violence.
It's okay. It's democracy.
Democracy.
should Juan get his shit slapped? So
I can't believe we've come to this.
here's the thing. First off, of course, it would be the
Both of us
Europeans.
slap you.
Of course, it would be the Europeans. It's always the goddamn Europeans with this shit.
I know, they're freaky, aren't they?
Every time. So,
Okay,
here's the deal. Several
send your
months-
votes in now, folks. Democracy in action. Do I get smacked in the face for showing the Dragon Fang and Zayana Rose this story?
So, here's the deal.
Put your votes in now.
All right. Guys, Angel would like to chime in.
Several months ago, several months ago, Amouranth came up with a very important public announcement. A very, very delicate public announcement where she claimed that her boyfriend or fiancé, husband, had been essentially abusing her and forcing her to do this business against her will. An outpour of sympathy and respect came on her behalf. We even made a show about it because even though I do not like her as a person and I do not respect her profession, I still believe that anybody, regardless of gender, should not be abused or coerced into doing something they don't want. However, over the upcoming weeks, we found out two things. One, her numbers were going down before this announcement. So predictably, after this announcement, they experienced a meteoric rise in popularity. After which, free from the supposedly toxic influence of her fiancé, whose name, face, address, and any actions thereof have been unknown until now, she continued doing the exact same thing she was doing before. And now, this is happening. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say, we were lied to. She's a horrible person. I feel sick in my mouth. And I'm going to go vomit now real quick.
Okay, for the record, I'm not exactly sure that it was necessarily a lie. Angel's dry heaving. This is horrible.
Maybe we should have thought about this one.
We have thought about this. I showed you the story. I showed Angel the story. You both
You
told me
guys
how much
said yes to
And
it.
you said
For a second. It's a good thing that that hallucination brought forth by those defective pizza rolls is gone away. Oh,
Angel,
it wasn't a dream. Never
it
mind.
wasn't a dream.
Just
It
stay
wasn't a
put, man. Okay, man.
I need
That,
it, Warren.
like,
You're gonna be fine.
I think
The
we all
night-
need drinks at this point.
The nightmares that will never leave me are sponsored by Glitch Energy.
I think we all need some eye bleach.
Okay.
Remember
Yeah.
that time when we thought that what's her name from
rewind-
Iron Man?
can we
What was the name of that?
rewind time so
What was
we-
the name
I
of that
don't-
Pepper
We
I
can't
Potts lady?
rewind time anymore. I'm sorry.
The name of who?
The actress from Pepper Potts?
Oh, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Remember when Gwyneth Paltrow did something like this and we thought that would be the worst thing we would ever hear about?
Oh, where she made
The
a
vagina
candle
candles.
out of the scent of her vagina. Yeah.
We thought that would be the worst
The
of it. We
fuck?
were wrong.
Oh, Gwyneth
We were
Paltrow.
impossibly wrong.
Hey, here's the thing. The article actually continues. The Order of Yanni, however, say they use lactobacillus, not yeast.
It's still coming from inside her. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yanni's website delves more into the process. It involves the isolation of lactic acid bacteria found by an intensive safety procedure to make sure that only lactobacillus bacteria is used and completely healthy.
That's cool. Where did it came from
That's
again?
still disgusting.
Where did that come from again?
It's
It
still
came from your
disgusting.
fucking vagina.
Listen, if you're eating a delicious salad,
Fucking gross.
if you're eating a delicious salad and I walk up to your table, unzip my pants and flop my dick inside the leaves, it doesn't matter what fancy scientific terms I try to use to describe how healthy it is for you. You're not gonna put that in your mouth, are you? Don't answer that question seriously. You people are weird.
I would hope
Alright,
not.
The-
Disgusting.
Well, guess what?
It's
Would you like some coochie juice in that grain juice? Would you like some vagina extract in your liquid bread, sir?
Okay, I mean, people would end up actually doing that because remember, people drank the bath water.
Yeah.
And then got violently
Thank
sick.
you for
So,
reminding me
yeah.
for the
So
bath
if
water.
they do this and they get
Yeah.
sick,
Thank you
It's
for-
their own damn fault.
oh no. See, here's the thing.
I need the names.
Yanni's
of the people who buy that
website
beer.
over
I need
here.
Names and addresses.
Angel, it's okay. There is science here, folks. Ladies
There
and
was
gentlemen.
science in the atomic bomb too. Nobody liked it either.
Yeah, well, I don't hear many people complaining about it anymore.
They were complaining for a very long time, and then the big flash of light hit.
And then
there
the
was-
second big flashlight hit 2 days later.
So you see, the problem is not the complaints one; it's the silence.
Okay, this
Hello,
got grim
darkness,
really
my
quick.
old friend.
All right, let's go
Okay,
ahead and continue
no,
on.
I do actually need to read this over here. Yanni's website delves deeply into the process. It involves, let's see, by an intensive safe procedure, lactobacillus. Okay, quote, the gynecologist collects a vaginal sphere from the models. These spheres are taken to a laboratory where bacteria are isolated, cleaned, then analyzed and multiplied. At the end of the process, the bacteria are used to produce the pure lactic acid that goes into Yanni beer, the website states. As for whether or not it'll sell, Amouranth has no doubts that it will be money in a bottle. Quote, it's hilarious. People will buy it for sure. I don't know if they'll actually drink it. I mean, they'll probably drink it, she laughed. Amouranth isn't the only influencer to get in on the alcoholic beverage game. Back in 2022, Dr. Disrespect unveiled his first batch of Black Steel bourbon, only for it to sell out in just 4 hours.
Did he put his dick in the bourbon?
We don't fucking
That's
know.
a very important
I
difference.
don't want to know the answer to that question.
In fact, you know what? Click on that link. I want to know what's in that bourbon.
No. I
No,
think we-
but I will click on this link. This is the actual Polish website for the Order of Yanni.
They put a graph on a chart. Jesus Christ.
Okay. This is the actual website of the Order of Yanni, the beer company. Let me show y'all over here.
I love how it's so black and white. It looks like a sketch of Sin City. It's extra ominous.
Sick. Who else feels sick now?
Okay, for the record,
yeah, let's. Yeah, go
they
on.
have 3 quote-unquote deities or models for this. Monica, Patricia, and Paulina.
Can you imagine telling that to your children? Mommy, how do you make all this
Oh,
money?
dear God,
Okay, I think we
guys.
need to stop. Yeah.
This is off.
This is
Yeah, I think
becoming.
we-
This is becoming R-rated.
Okay, now, these guys have been around since 2018 doing this.
2018.
2018.
Never heard of them. Never
Same.
Well,
heard
they're
of them.
Polish. I'm not surprised.
5 years. It's always those Europeans, man. Those wacky Europeans.
I know, man. It's crazy.
Now, that being said, I'm going to show you, since Angel asked about Dr. Disrespect's dick bourbon, let's find out.
I want to see the
Damn it,
difference.
Angel! Why you gotta open your
I
mouth?
need to know. Okay? So it looks like it's just normal bourbon. It's just brand bourbon.
It's just branded bourbon.
Okay, well that's good.
See, that makes
Okay,
sense.
Okay.
It's not like I put my bodily fluids into this drink and it will make a twister. Like, no. It's
Okay.
just, hey guys, bourbon with a brand. That's it.
Everyone's
Okay.
going to get sick off of that.
Oh, you
She
got to
could've
be
just done
joking.
normal beer. She
It
could've
went
just-
50-50. Holy God.
No.
I guess we have to flip a coin.
Oh, my God.
Time to flip
Wait,
a
there's
coin.
only 2 votes? Come on. We need 1 tiebreaker, people. I know we've got plenty of folks in the chat. Should I be smacked in the face for this?
I'm gonna flip
This
a
is a
coin.
crime.
No.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
I don't know.
Before 50-50, we
I don't condone violence.
diplomacy fails again.
No.
Team, time to slap someone's shit.
Violence is bad.
Okay, fine.
Okay, well, violence. what
I'm
is
ending the
violence good?
poll then. I don't know what I was voting for.
No.
Should Juan get smacked for this story? Should I get smacked for revealing to Diana Rose and Dragon Fang the Amaranth vagina beer story?
The beer vagina.
Disgusting.
God, that is disgusting.
I'm going to vomit.
Please,
Okay, well,
let's-
I'm ending the poll. Nobody freaking. Only 2 people voted. and it's
Fine, no
50-50.
violence, I guess.
All right, yeah,
Oh.
no violence, but you will get a. But can we at least give Juan a harsh
Bad.
scolding?
Bad. Very fucking bad. That is disgusting.
How the hell did you want us to react to this? You knew this! You knew this would happen.
Yes.
Then why?
As a woman, this is disgusting. Yeah. This is so disgusting.
As a YouTuber, this is
Fuck
content
no.
gold.
For real,
But
though.
it's fucking nasty.
Oh, yes, it is nasty.
The worst
It is
part
nasty as shit. It's
Okay.
as nasty as trying to offer me pastrami. I'm a New Yorker who doesn't like pastrami. Can you believe how fucking oxymoronic that is?
You know what the worst part
Okay.
is? She
What's up,
didn't
Angel?
have to do any of this. It could have just been regular beer with her brand. Like, she's popular enough.
Now, for the record, she said in that interview, her actual branded beverage that's still in the process, those guys, the Polish beer company, approached her.
She could have said no.
Or she could have put like an actual content like, nah, bro, just,
So
just
now
make
I'm
regular
just
beer,
curious.
please.
Has anyone gotten sick because of these beers now?
Probably
No.
not, because the sheer
There
alcohol
haven't.
content kill all the bacteria.
Or maybe, no one spoke up against it and they thought they got sick because of something else, like, alcohol
mean,
poisoning.
To be fair, would you tell that to the doctors? Sir, you have a severe case of like intestinal worms. How do you get this? Beer. What kind of beer were you drinking?
Okay,
Oh, I drank vagina beer.
Ugh.
No,
Okay,
I'm
sir, allow
sorry,
me to
you do
introduce
realize,
you to the euthanizing process.
that there is like a
Let me
video thing that,
show y'all, because
sex
I-
sent me to the
I
ER.
did
Yeah.
have to freaking. I did have to do.
Like, can
freaking
you imagine going to the like? I don't know you guys, but imagine getting everybody together in your house for a house party and going,
Yeah.
"You're ready for the real shit."
Oh,
Bam!
hell no. I would walk out of that house.
I will never
Real
speak
quick.
to that person again.
Instant block and remove.
That is the beer not even the homeless want to drink, dude. That's
Oh,
Jesus.
You sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
If I was homeless, I'd rather starve.
Okay.
You sure about
I would rather die in the cold, harsh, merciless Floridian winters than warm my body with the vagina beer. The beer gina.
God,
Okay,
No.
let's
Hang on.
so disgusting.
let's quit referencing like that because that sounds very dirty, Angel.
It is exactly what it is.
I know it is. But you don't have to keep validating it by saying it.
You know what the worst part is, though? It's
Oh,
probably
and
really
they
expensive,
said
too.
it's sour.
Hang on.
Ew.
Okay. Okay. Because
Okay.
I had to find out.
Let's share it,
God.
and then let's put a pin on it.
Oh, yeah, we'll end over here. But this is the point I'm trying to make. If there were people who were gonna get sick and die, it would have been reported right now. There's a website for people who review alcoholic beverages, beers,
It's
wines,
got
and
reviews.
spirits.
That means that somebody tried this.
not,
Somebody
not
drank
just
this.
somebody, multiple somebodies, as in more than one.
Okay,
The
listen,
website
I'm
is
not
called...
saying Thanos was right. I'm saying that maybe we should have listened to him. Just a little bit more.
Just a little
Okay.
bit more, man. All right, let's
Okay,
go ahead
let
and
me
show
just
the
show
source.
you. Okay, the website is called Untapped, and yes, this was homework that I did. And over here, this is literally the review they got. 3.5 out of 5, with
So it's
39
mid.
total ratings. It's over here. They
So-
say the first beer with the vaginal lactic acid in the world. The sour taste is essentially full of femininity, sensuality, charm, passion, and sexuality due to vaginal lactobacillus bacteria used in the brewing process. Model Alexandra Brendlova. Ingredients: water, barley malt, pilsner malt, caramel roasted, hops, American Cascade, Polish Lunga, cognac, oak chips, yeast, and lactobacillus.
Okay, I think we're
Oh,
done.
it's 3.05.
3.05.
3.5.
So
I said
that-
3.05.
I heard
So,
3.5.
you know, if we're gonna go by that judgment, that means that according to professional reviewers, girl, your coochie's mid.
Oof.
Oof!
Damn.
That's the best
So-
they could get out of you at 3.5. You ain't shit.
No, like that's
Oh
out
my
of
God, that's
36
gross.
reviews.
That's out of
there.
36 reviews.
Yeah.
Actually,
30
my bad, 39.
39 people drank this beer, and the vast majority said
Scroll down.
this shit mid.
Scroll down.
They went meh.
Someone literally did that 17 minutes ago. They tried one.
I don't
What?
even know.
You're joking. Hang on.
No,
17
go
minutes
up,
ago by.
17 minutes ago.
Oh, dear God. Look at this.
Find
Ted
this
Adams.
man.
Boss,
Send the police now.
let me actually
I
see.
need names, addresses, and social security numbers.
I was gonna say, Angel, can you? I mean, for what? He didn't actually commit a crime. He purchased an item.
Exactly.
He purchased
Listen,
an adult alcoholic
listen,
beverage.
the people that purchase drugs say the same thing.
You can
Okay.
buy it at
And you know what? Alcohol is
What?
a drug.
What?
Let's move on.
Julius
What?
Stearman is
man.
drinking at Minute Clinic. What the shit?
Okay, let's move on. This is getting too much for me.
We gotta go, bruh.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. All right.
No.
Okay,
This is too
uh,
much.
I'm gonna have dreams about this. And I'm
What do you mean dreams?
I hope you're happy,
I-
Juan.
Nightmares.
I promise you. But
Nightmares.
Zayanna,
I need
Dragonfly.
eye bleach for this
Zayanna,
shit.
ladies,
I think
I
Angel needs a
promise
new
you.
brain.
I
Oh,
promise you fine feminine folks, by the time we're done with this program, you won't even remember this story.
Yeah, your memory will
Listen,
just
I
blank
can't
it out.
drink
in
alcohol right now.
horror.
I have to drive home.
All right, so let's
I
go
don't-
ahead and move on to another piece of news. Angel, please give us this.
Are you
much-
guys looking at the dark web? Ha! Nope. All this is surface shit. The normies
public
and
knowledge.
the boomers can get in on this. I mean, there are dudettes with special tastes.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
call those
yeah.
people deviants, and back in the day, we put them at the guillotine. And maybe we should bring back some traditions.
Yes, we do.
Call me
Angel-
old-fashioned, but sometimes the monarchy has some good ideas.
I don't know. I would go as far as to put them on the catapults, like in The Simpsons.
Yeah, you know what? Throw them into the opposing kingdom to infect their wells with their deviance.
I'm going to canonize you. I can see my house.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to another piece of news. Angel,
Yeah.
please give us a palate cleanser. We desperately need it.
It is time to remind ourselves why the entire industry is falling apart when it comes to gaming. That's right, baby. Our worst fears have been confirmed. That one, the middle one. Let's go with that one first. You cannot play Modern Warfare 3 without first using Modern Warfare
Why?
2.
Being
What
Call of
the
Duty.
literal shit?
Like, I don't even play this game, but why? That's really stupid.
It is
What?
incredibly stupid, and we will now find out why. According to Mr. Morgan Park, published one day ago by PC Gamer.
Hang on, this stupid ass thing. Let me fix this window over here.
Don't you
because-
hate ads?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Hang on. Stop seeing. Let me shrink.
So the Call of Duty franchise has been going through quite a few ups and downs, mostly downs ever since their disastrous launch of the Space title. And the fact that not only have they been killing Valley with DLC and crappy practices, they got a lot of heat because a few months ago they tried to recreate the opening of the game with AI, with the predictable results. Yes.
Was it terrible?
Have you ever seen a soldier in full decked out gear, but the top half of his helm looks like melted asphalt?
You mean like in this picture?
Exactly.
All
Let's
right.
continue then.
All right.
Activision's bold new vision for unifying the Call of Duty experience is off to a bad start. With the early release of Modern Warfare 3's campaign, players are discovering that launching Call of Duty HQ, the unified front end of the current and future COD titles, is required to access the new game. That means that you have to open an old server, an old client to get the new game. That might not be such a big deal if it wasn't slow, inelegant, and seemingly pointless. Call of Duty is now a launcher with a launcher inside a launcher, and it sucks.
How does that make sense?
So basically, you have to open a specific program to open to access the Call of Duty games, like EA games. Now you have to open one inside that one.
What?
Imagine opening. Okay, you go to your car to drive. You pull out the keys. You open the door. There's another door.
No. What? One door.
It's also smaller than the previous door for no reason. So it's kind of pointless in space.
What were
And
they
when you
thinking?
put on your seatbelt, you have to put on another seatbelt across your chest.
Were they just trying to be fancy?
Why are they being so
Because it's
utterly
EA.
complicated?
I will explain. Before you can launch Modern Warfare 3, which is not looking very modern right now, you have to launch Modern Warfare 2. No, seriously. Call of Duty HQ is just the Modern Warfare 2 client. They just changed the name. As a result,
Are you fucking kidding me?
that's
What?
it. They have not innovated anything. As a result, switching between Modern Warfare 2 and 3 from the HQ is not like switching modes. Once you're in the main menu, you could jump immediately into Warzone or a multiplayer match in Modern Warfare 2. That's how it's supposed to be. However, when you click the Warfare 3 button, closes the HQ app and launches another differently entire executable called Modern Warfare 3. There is no option to just launch Modern Warfare 3 because Modern Warfare 3, it's not its own game. It is buried inside the COD HQ as a piece of add-on content. You will own nothing and you will be happy.
This
What?
shit makes no sense.
What?
They turned the whole ass new game release into an expansion pack for an old game release,
So
even though they're
can
not
What?
connected.
Can you not just
Why?
buy the game then? You have to buy the other one in order to...
No, you
Then
can just buy the game, but you gotta install a whole new launcher to open the new launcher for the game that you already own.
It's just inside an old launcher.
Yeah. It's like I have to open the launcher for Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 so I can access 6.5. Yes, that means logging
Okay,
in
so
and
how
logging
is
out.
this not breaking
Why are we going
computers at
backwards?
this point? Because it's so
It's like
stupid.
evolving, but backwards.
Yeah.
The
We're
result,
going backwards.
it takes between 70 to 90 seconds to launch Modern Warfare 3. You need to
What?
wait 3 minutes to open the game that you paid for.
Even with
Angel,
a
3 minutes would be
270 seconds.
That's like a
no,
whole
no,
couple
no,
grand.
no, yeah, there'd be 180 seconds. This
Whoops,
is a
my
minute
bad,
and a half.
Sony.
It's like a minute
So
and a half.
a minute and a half. That is still fucking
even on
excusable.
a really, really good computer or
Yep.
desktop.
And those are the times he's getting, and we can assume that the game journalist has a decent PC. That's an eternity for Call of Duty. But what's baffling is that the extra steps have no discernible purpose. Perhaps Activision pitched the COD HQ with consoles in mind, where the games are not so easily organized by series, and an app that switches between them a handful of still active CODs is useful. However, Battle.net, a service that is as much a Call of Duty launcher as it's a Blizzard.
Yeah.
Wow, once again, we're talking about Blizzard.
Yep,
We've
we
been
are.
talking about Activision
Doesn't have
Blizzard.
that problem. That's right. Even
Yes.
Battle.net does it better.
Yeah.
But the Call of Duty HQ is purely a hurdle for any fan eager to jump into what is usually one of the slickest and fastest first-person shooters around. Please scroll down. Also, go buy RoboCop Rogue League. It's an amazing game. They got George Wells to play Peter Wells to play the character again.
I think we reached the end of the article.
Yeah, so essentially, we released a new title. But in order to play the new title, you have to install the launcher for the old title, because we buried the new title inside the old title. So I hope you enjoy waiting a whole minute and a half just to enter the game.
So basically, if you want to buy 3
You better have to.
and you don't have 2, you're gonna have to buy 2 to get 3.
Or at the very least, you're gonna have to install 2.
Okay, so I'm just
But you
gonna
still need to
say
buy it
Oh,
to
yeah.
install
the
it.
72, what was it, 72,
90.
90
Seconds.
seconds?
Yeah.
Does that remind anyone of dial-up?
Yes.
Yes.
Waiting so
Yes.
long to do anything.
And you better not be going on the phone.
We're going back, baby. We're going back to the good old days.
You better not have a phone call,
I
or
think they
else
get
your
the
connection will
message.
be terminated.
Okay, obviously, it may seem
God,
like
I
we're
hate
making a
dial-up.
mountain out of a molehill, but you gotta understand, we are in the modern age. Games now load like that, at that
Especially on the
speed.
PS5.
Especially on PS5 or PC. If you got a good PC,
Well, I
your
mean,
game's loading
gaming
seconds.
PCs, that's completely different.
That is
That's
a
literally
beast.
a gaming PC.
But this guy is doing it on a gaming PC.
But
and his gaming PC is taking
you go
90
from
seconds.
PS4 to PS5 with the loading screens. There's like, it's almost non-existent.
Gone. Yeah, no, whatever you say about
So,
PS5,
why
the
are we
loading time is no
going
problem.
backwards when we are always expecting things to be like that,
Because
and
people
now we're
will
just
buy
gonna be
it.
like,
Because people
And
will
just
pay for
stare.
it. Because people will buy it. By the way, this is not in the articles that I sent out, but I would like to thank my sincerest thanks to the developers of Apex Legends for fucking over their entire fan base once again. As you guys know, there was a big announcement for Titanfall 2, a revival of the servers, because this never happened before. A bunch of new players came in, and they're like, wow, Titanfall 2 is amazing. I hope that we're getting Titanfall 3. No, it was only done as a publicity stunt to promote another new hero for Apex Legends.
Oh
It
my
was a
God.
complete waste of time for everybody involved. On the bright side, more new people know about Titanfall 2, which is nice.
But Angel, if I'm not mistaken, the Titanfall franchise, well, Apex Games and the developers of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and 3, they're not the only ones getting flack for their crappy decisions, are
oh
they?
no, they are not. Let's talk about Halo, specifically Halo
Oh my
Infinite.
God, there was a time that I loved Halo, like Halos 1 through 4. It was such a good gaming franchise. It really
What
was.
are you doing, Master Chief? Sir, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This game is fucking broken. So, as you know, Halo Infinite was released with a resounding fanfare of and almost nothing came out right. The solid core of gameplay was surrounded by a lackluster story, a huge amount of bugs, a severe lack of content, and a roadmap that basically fell apart pieces. And because apparently we were not suffering enough, they have just increased their shop prices and people are getting pissed.
Rightfully so.
In a Game Rant article brought to us by Alexander Moore, just published 20 hours ago.
343 Industries has increased the price of microtransactions at Halo's Infinite in-game shop, and
Oh,
people
yay.
and the gamers are voicing their complaints.
Yay,
Stand in the way for me, I'm going to
microtransactions,
bludgeon
just
things
what
with
we
this.
want.
You get this little piggy went to market, this little piggy stayed home, this little piggy had roast beef. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Microtransactions, don't we hate them?
Please scroll down a little bit so we may continue to bask in the horror. Now, no, keeps going down. Oh, hey, Tekken 8, that one's looking pretty good.
Hells yeah.
Harada did say, don't ask me for shit. Fans have criticized 343's industry decision to hike the prices of microtransactions in Halo Infinite's in-game shop. Season 5, this game is on 5 seasons, Jesus Christ,
Wow.
has brought a new flood of theme armor kits and coatings to the game at an additional cost.
Of course.
After a troubled launch and a plummeting player count, Halo Infinite has experienced a return to the good graces of its gamers with a thriving custom games browser and far more game types for players to choose from. Remember, it took them 4 seasons to make this game look like what it was supposed to be at launch.
Did they give me back Griffball?
No,
Then they're fucked.
then they're fucked. With a thriving in recent seasons, however, the developers have addressed many of the long-standing complaints from the Halo community, lowering the price of items in the store and adding cross-core customization with helmets and visor colors. And guys, do you remember when games came out complete at launch?
Yes.
Yes.
Back in our day.
back in the good old days.
When I was your age, my games. When I was your age, my video games all fit inside a 64 megabyte, plus the 300 megabyte cartridge. It was physical media. We could actually own it, and we could have it for ourselves. We were very proud, and we made trophy cases of them, and we would display them for our friends to see. See this? This is no paperweight. This is a Mortal Kombat game. It's called Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. This was awesome, and it's still awesome.
Exactly.
Yep.
Season 5, Reckoning, launched in October 17, bringing 2 new maps, a reimagining of Halo 4's extraction modes, and an impressive new flood theme armor kits. So basically, we took the time to design these really sick cosmetics, but you can't earn them in the game. That's what it turns into. However,
Hey,
these new cosmetic bundles come at a premium, as 343 Industries has increased the prices of the shop items. For example, the feature Transgressor bundle, which includes one Flood Infected armor kit and a color scheme usable on all cores, is 2,200 credits, which is about $20. $20 on cosmetics.
Okay, so if you made $10 an hour, that's literally 2 hours of your hard time.
Basically. Disgruntled fans have flocked to social media to voice their frustration with the hike. Halo Infinite shop prices for Season 5 have been very disappointed, say Halo fan XLR8 on Twitter. Lots of stuff simply isn't worth the price.
Yeah.
I spent very little this season in comparison to Seasons 1 and 4. Even as a frequent spender, lots of stuff just... Imagine that. You have the whales going, yo dog, this is too much for my wallet, I ain't touching this.
And if you piss off the whales, goodbye money for your game.
Let's not forget, all of this stuff
Don't piss off the whales.
Don't forget, all of this stuff is digital only, so if the servers go down, all of your precious cosmetics suddenly don't fucking exist. You're not buying any of this, you're renting it. What do you think is going to happen when Halo Infinite stops getting support?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye money.
Oh, by the way, in a recent news that I forgot to bring out, just a small addendum, the parent company of 343, Bungie, which has been making waves with an equally crappy looter shooter Destiny 2.
They're not the owners of Halo anymore. Remember?
Not anymore. They're making Destiny.
No, Angel, listen. Bungie were the owners and creators of Halo under Microsoft, and then Microsoft made 343 Studios and had them take over the Halo franchise, and Bungie went bye-bye. So they were just the creators of it, but they're not the actual purveyors of it anymore.
No, that is true. I am bringing them up because they are also not short on bad decisions, as recently they fired basically half of their staff.
Yay.
Really?
Including one of the most well-known musicians of the entire gaming industry. The guy who made all the music for Halo, fired.
But why?
Yeah, if you look at his profile right now, his profile on like Instagram or such, he's replaced all his credentials with a simple sentence: gone fishing. He's not in a good place right now.
They done fucked up.
Yeah, one of the greatest minds in the music industry of video games, gone. But let's go back to other things to feel sorry about.
Let me take a look over here. The chat Soundmite was saying, I miss Bungie's Halo. Right? The ODST game was fucking awesome.
It was.
They also said, how damn you sound like Jim Cornette. Well, listen here, you motherfucker. I listen to Jim Cornette enough that I can actually imitate his voice. But I'm not going to do that, but not without another tip. So if you want me to continue doing Jim Cornette's voice, then you better put down at least a $5 super chat. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
All right, but...
$5, little man, put that shit. Okay, so Brian Sketch-Jarrett, 343's community director, replied, stating that prices of many offers have changed in conjunction with multi-core functionality being added to customization. What the fuck does that even mean? This highlights a controversial aspect of Halo Infinite's customization. Every new season has brought with a new armor core with a distinct aesthetic. Until recently, individual pieces of armor were not cross-core compatible, meaning players' options for creating their dream Spartan were limited. So you're telling me that you couldn't mix and match parts to make your own personal Spartan. You have to only stick with certain cores. And you're changing more because you're bringing back a feature that should have been there to begin with. You greedy fucks.
When aren't they greedy?
I am so tired, guys.
Gotta love the gaming industry.
I am so impossibly incredible.
Angel, it's gonna be okay. You did give us good news in the end.
Yes, there are some good news in the next article. With Season 5's addition to cross-core customization, 343 tries to justify the price hike by the fact that items purchased will be available to use in all the armor cores, you know, like they used to be in the previous games, piece of shit. To some extent, this seems justified, fuck you, as developers will have more work to do to make each piece compatible with each core. Many fans do like the look of the new cosmetics, and more items are constantly being added to the game, such as Master Chief's upcoming combatable armor. However, only helmets, visors, and armor coatings are currently compatible with all cores, and to many in the fanbase, this price hike has only served to undo much of the goodwill and trust that 343 had recently regained.
Even though many players are not happy with the state of Halo Infinite's shop, the game is still enjoying its highest player count in months.
This is why they keep getting away with this shit, because you dumbasses keep playing the game.
This is partially due to Forge, Halo's impressive in-game map editor, and the new AI toolkit introduced in Season 5, which allowed gamers to create their own versions of the fan-favorite firefight mode first seen in Halo 3 ODST.
So in other words, hey guys, this wasn't the other game. We finally put it in. Give us more money though.
Master Chief did not kill the Covenant and the Flood and beat up the Forerunners for this shit.
No, this is what's happening. See, the problem is that people keep playing the game. And to its credit, Halo Infinite has a very solid core gameplay. Like, it's really fun to play, but look at what they're doing to get away with it. They are giving you things that you should have had from the very beginning. You're being nickeled and dimed out of your hard-earned money to get things that you should have had in the beginning.
Unfortunately, Angel, the folks who are spending their money on Halo Infinite, I don't think they care about the consequences.
No, they don't. And now we will continue to suffer. Well, they will. I'm just going to go play actually good games for a change.
Oh, you mean like
Like 14?
Like 14, Monster Hunter. By the way, do you know that Monster Hunter World has a higher player count on Steam than Rise?
Angel.
People just like it more, I guess.
I'm not surprised.
Angel, I got a good game that you could revisit sometime.
What?
What about Ghost of Tsushima?
Ghost of Tsushima is a fantastic game. In fact,
I
it's
still gotta play
a
that.
fun playing that actually worth replaying. It's open world, has a good story, great music, fun gameplay. Man, you know what I think about Ghost of Tsushima being so dedicated to, being a tribute to samurai pop movies? Somebody should make a movie about that. Or a TV series.
But who would...
And not screw it up?
And
But-
not screw it up.
But who would be ballsy enough to do that?
You'd be surprised.
We need somebody who directed something cool like John Wick.
Hey, Juan, you're a movie buff. Who do you think would be a right fit for it?
No, Angel hit it right on the head.
Oh, so, good news, everybody. Ghost of Tsushima is getting a movie made by the director of John Wick 4.
Yay!
The Ghost of Tsushima's movie adaptation is making progress, and the director, Chad Stahelski. Ba, ba, ba,
Holy
na,
crap,
na,
he's a
ba.
Chad.
He's
Like
a
how-
literal Chad. Has some genuine reference for the source material. This article comes to us from just 7 hours ago by Dan Conlin.
Man, these news
over
are
here at
fresh
Game
and
Rant.
hot off the oven.
This is tasty news. Guys, get ready to be happy. We're gonna leave on a high note.
I know,
Yay!
we deserve this. In the wake of John Wick 4, The Awakening, Chapter 4, earlier this year, it can be easy to forget that director Chad
Stahelski.
is still working on a movie adapting the acclaimed samurai video game Ghost of Tsushima. Well, that film is still coming, and Stahelski has candidly offered the most promising update of the progress of the story so far.
When it was initially announced that the John Wick director would helm a Ghost of Tsushima movie, many were excited. Developer Sucker Punch had already created a gorgeous and well-realized world for the PlayStation exclusive title, and combined with its satisfying story of revenge and redemption, it felt like a no-brainer. Unfortunately, little has been revealed since the announcement over 2 years ago, leaving the idea to stagnate in the minds of many hopeful fans. But now, it looks like things are finally moving forward.
In an interview with Screen Rant, Stahelski revealed that the script for Ghost of Tsushima is all set, and the team is, quote, very close to getting our shit together.
I
With the-
respect the honesty.
With the strike still ongoing as the actors of SAG hold out for fair treatment, the folks working behind the scenes of the upcoming film are now patiently waiting until they can start shooting. But there's a lot more that goes into a movie than filming, as Stahelski knows.
As he quotes, we have a script. We're very close to getting our shit together on that as well. Development is always tricky. It's studios, strikes, availabilities, and scouting. You have to will things into existence. I think the two things that I'm closest and most interested in are Highlander and Ghost of Tsushima. Both amazing properties. The story of Ghost is also one of my favorite properties of all time, and to his credit, it is a damn good story.
You
And
guys
it is
have
just a
played-
damn
I've only
good
got
game.
to play a little bit of it, little by little. I'm
You
still
gotta
having
get in
to-
there, bro.
I need to get back into the game. It's beautiful.
You can write
You
haikus,
know, I
bro.
haven't played it yet.
You can
But
write.
I have it. I have it. I
I
got
have
it.
it.
It's wonderful.
Fun fact: there's a haiku mechanic.
When
You
get the
actually
chance,
look at
go
the
ahead and do it.
environment and
If
pick
nothing
which
else,
one you write
It'll
down.
be it'll be therapeutic for you.
There's
Also,
not
you,
enough.
you can pet the foxes, right?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Not only no, you can pet multiple foxes.
Yes.
After the mixed
That's a
reception,
selling point right there.
yeah.
All gamers want is to pet the animals.
Right?
After the mixed reception and arguably low bar set by Peacock's Twisted Metal series, really, I thought people liked that one. One may wonder if the Ghost of Tsushima adaptation will take a similar risk, but Stahelski's work indicates that he wants to stick close to the source material, particularly based on his love for the Ghost of Tsushima story. His respect for the game goes even deeper into Akira Kurosawa's films that inspired it. Films he also paid homage to in John Wick Chapter 4, he further detailed in the interview.
I would say the very first time you see John in Osaka standing with the cherry blossoms blowing, the big wide shot, he's got his back to us, wind blowing. Like, you have the Kurosawa music going underneath there with the cello. I really wanted that really bad to show where this guy was in this spot. I think I really wanted the rack focus on Keanu when Rena comes in, and she's profiling everything you're doing here is wrong, and you're gonna kill my father. I thought that was very, very important.
This is why I like this guy. You know what he's got?
Hey.
Vision.
Not
That-
just vision. It's a vision that's malleable and palatable to the peoples.
Yes.
Okay, Zayana, how much do you know / enjoy anything regarding John Wick? Okay,
We gotta fix that.
just from this little bit from that quote of Chad Stahelski,
We gotta
your
fix
thought.
that. It's a pretty good one.
Good vision.
Z-
If there's no good vision, it's gonna be shit.
It's gonna fall
Exactly.
flat.
Well, K Storm, I just delighted her a few weeks ago with John Wick Chapter 4. Your thoughts on the movie and the director Chad Stahelski, who is also directing Ghost of Tsushima, the movie.
Now,
K-Storm
the
K
approves.
Storm is approving.
point cases,
Gratuitous violence!
of course, but more importantly, there is a beauty. See, gratuitous violence in John Wick is important, but how we get to the gratuitous violence is even more important. You build up, you prepare for a really powerful, explosive, violent climax, but how you get there. Like the first movie, the introduction of the character, his life, the events that led to him pulling out a gun and going, yeah. And then the second movie, the introduction of new characters, the events that force him to return to pulling out a gun and going, yeah.
And then the third
and then
movie.
the third movie, where we get to see that the consequences of the previous two films catch up to him, forcing him to pull out a gun and go, yeah.
And then the
And
final
then
movie.
the fourth movie, where the consequences of the third movie build up to a tragic climax and the proper moment that puts him into a corner.
Wait,
and-
don't tell me. He then says, yeah.
no.
Oh.
He puts on a suit and then he goes, give me a gun. And then he goes, yeah. The point in case is build up. Consider the following. There is a mechanic in Ghost of Tsushima, which is called dueling. If Jin, the main character, decides to, he can straight up walk up to the leader of an enemy camp and go, fight me! And you get this really cool shot of him walking up to the guy and preparing to go into a draw duel. You actually get to like see tails and fakes, and the proper timing, you strike them down in a single blow. It's how you build up to that moment that makes the spectacle so powerful. However, if you take the other path and you decide to not play like a samurai, but as the vengeful assassin, the ghost, you infiltrate the enemy camp and you pick the soldiers one by one with many options. You can kill them with weapons, you can poison their water, you can create distractions, you can scare their horses, you can break their cages and release their wild dogs and bears. And the more you kill, the more fear you build on the camp. To the point that when there's only a few enemies left, when you jump out and reveal yourself, there's a good chance they'll throw away their weapons and run.
Okay, here's the thing.
I like
I play
it.
Assassin's Creed, and I like to do
Yes.
stealth and everything.
You will like it.
I don't like
I-
going up and personal. I
Yeah,
tend to
so
pick people
I
up
would
from the
be,
shadows.
I would make
Then
a
you can
really
do that
bad
too.
samurai because I would probably end up being the ghost. I would be like,
The best part
Kill.
is the game
Ha,
does not
kill.
force you to stick to either path. You may do whatever you please. The game gives you a wide arrow tree, but the point is, build up.
My dear and wonderful fearless leader, don't we have such amazingly colorful friends?
I believe we do, yes.
I'm sorry, Assassin's Creed.
My only regret is that we
So
don't have more of these mics.
Yeah. To be per-
Well, we can get that.
To put it simply,
I'll actually put it on the list.
for someone like
Awesome.
you, Ghost of Tsushima will be the Japan Assassin's Creed that we never got.
Yes.
No, we're gonna be getting it.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
but this is going to be the good one.
Yeah, I know. No,
All right,
here's the
so-
thing. Here's the thing. We've been asking for the Japanese one for
Yes, we have.
how many years?
Yes.
So,
Far
so
too
now,
long.
Ghost of Tsushima kind of
One
bumped
last
them
thing.
back.
I
What's up?
apologize for gushing, but and I tell this story many times, but I never told you to. The presentation and artwork of Ghost of Tsushima is one of the most beautiful games I ever played. Even on the PS4, barely no slowdowns. And the moments when you ride up to the Buddhist temple with the swirling yellow leaves of the trees above you and below as they make whirlwinds is beautiful. And the weather changes, obviously, night, day,
Yeah.
rain, sleet, snow. It leads to some genuinely beautiful moments, to the point that during their presentation, they bragged about their photo mode. That's how you know it's good. And you can just, there was a series of side quests that I found completely by accident. That's how good it is. The Seven Swordsmen. Obviously, you're going to prove yourself as the best swordsman. And I found it completely by accident right into this beautiful field of red lilies. As the sun started going down, I saw a mysterious man in a straw hat. He looks at me and goes, you know, your friend's stories don't do you justice. And Jin replies, they never did. And it cuts to this amazing still shot of both of them looking at each other, and the title appears, Duel Among the Red Lilies. And you have this amazing one-on-one sword fight as the sun goes down. And
Oh, that's cool.
you don't, that is not a scripted moment. That is a random side quest you can find anywhere.
Awesome.
Sorry, I'm getting off track here.
No, don't worry, it's okay.
No, I
We're showing
apologize.
folks why we at the Ravens Flock love these video games, because if they're done well, they're worth it, and you can gush on it. It's like your favorite freaking movies.
And it's worth the money spent.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know
And
what?
guess what? You don't need to download anything or do any live service
It's a
bullshit.
physical title. You know what? When we're done with all this, when we're done with the show, I'd like to show you too the Ghost of Tsushima presentation so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about.
In the chat, Soundmind was saying, I love Ghost of Tsushima. I bet Hiroyuki Sanada will be in that movie. He better be.
He should be.
Marvel better take notes so they can get their shit together. Too bad Wada doesn't have vision. The dual system in Ghost of Tsushima is pretty badass, just gonna have decent reflexes. The last fight is super emotional.
All right, no spoilers, but because we haven't even gotten that
Okay,
far.
let's get back to the article
Well-
because I'm
Well,
burnt. Are you okay, Juan?
about this though,
Are you all right, Juan?
I just have to find it funny because now people are like, "There's no way that Assassin's Creed can blow everything out of the water."
They're gonna have to work.
That
really
is
hard.
Oh no,
True.
that's things like they set the bar so high. It's
The
like
bar is.
it's like I'm sorry, but
They
you know,
need to climb to get past that bar.
Let me tell you how hard they
I'll
pushed
admit,
it.
Assassin's Creed has
The
been a little,
producer and
lately.
director of the game have been declared to be official ambassadors to the island of Tsushima.
Okay.
So,
All right, getting back
That's-
to the article.
that sort of respect gathered by the Kurosawa influence is likely a big reason why fans want the Ghost of Tsushima movie to keep more than it abandons. The legendary director's classic films have inspired tons of filmmakers to create their own movies, like Seven Samurai, Yojimbo, remain influential today with more contemporary takes like The Magnificent Seven, A Fistful of Dollars, and even an episode of The Mandalorian taking direct inspiration from it. Ghost of Tsushima is more straightforward in paying tribute to the source material, which makes the accuracy of the film adaptation all the more important.
You please the fans.
Yeah.
The fans will be happy.
Money.
Absolutely.
And
More
they'll
money.
give you money.
Yes.
Money.
Because the actor behind Ghost of Tsushima's lead character, Jin Sakai,
Yeah!
is willing to reprise his role in the movie,
looks exactly like him.
the door is already open for some genuine accuracy to the source material. Filming has yet to start and will stay that way until the striking actors hopefully receive a fair deal.
I hope they
So
do.
there's plenty of time to figure things out. But it's nice to know that the script is ready to go.
That's
we
always
have
good.
we have been experiencing an unprecedented number of good live action adaptations recently. Let us give tribute to Detective Pikachu for starting that trend.
Hell
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, it's so good.
They did their best despite their mistakes, but they did their best, and ever since we had a steadily increasing number of really good adaptations, culminating with,
Well-
to this day I'm still surprised, the One Piece live action, which was really good.
The Super Mario Brothers movie that came out, it was good.
It was great.
The Sonic the Hedgehog movies.
Yes.
Heck
Now,
yeah.
see, I am sad that we did have something that was pretty good, and then the writers kind of fucked it up, and
Which
then the best fucking lead ended up leaving. I wonder who I'm talking about.
Oh yes. Yeah.
What are we talking
The
about?
Witcher.
The Witcher.
The Witcher, yeah.
Oh, you mean?
Yep.
Fuck.
I'm
Listen,
sorry,
if Henry
but he
Ca-
was the best fucking
He-
Geralt.
He
If
was the only
He's
one.
the
that
only one who
actually-
could have done it.
He was Geralt.
And the fact that he was a nerd who loved this
Still
series,
is.
that's what you want. You want someone who loves what they're doing.
and
and who
keeps
wants to
everything
pay
on
tribute to it.
track to
And-
make it accurate and not deviating.
And if I'm not mistaken, Henry Cavill was replaced by Liam Hemsworth, wasn't he?
I saw the preview what he looks like.
I'm sorry, Liam. We have nothing personal against you, but the Giga Chat has left the building, and you are not a proper replacement. You need to get your own stuff.
Those are
done.
some big shoes to fill, my friend.
Also, I'm
Like-
sorry, his voice though.
and he didn't fill them at all.
Alas.
Like he
On the bright side, Henry
here's the
Cavill
thing,
is
he's
doing a
got
Warhammer
wiggle room in
40K
his toes. He's got some wiggle room in his toes. And Liam Hemsworth has got plenty of action movie and series like
it's
Bonafide.
not against him.
Yeah.
It's
No,
just
nothing
the
personal.
writers really fucked up.
Yeah, they really did, and a lot of fans did leave after.
Listen,
They
I
had
haven't
one
been.
job,
We
just the one.
I
You had
watched
the
season
perfect
1.
casting
I
and you
watched season
squandered it.
2. I have not watched anything else after
No,
that.
it's good. You can stop there. We're good.
Oh, I know. I'm very
Let's
upset.
just say, you know what? We had a pretty good 2-season adaptation of The Witcher.
and
It
we'll
had
leave
some
it at that.
discrepancies with the original, but it was a perfectly solid adaptation for itself. What's season 3? There was no season 3. Fuck off.
If you want to write a movie that actually has
Source
games,
material.
it has books and everything, and
Source
comics,
material.
and then you want to deviate it, you should have never taken that job. You should do another type of movie that is what you want to do, and not mess with something that has a huge fan base. And
Because
who
your
gets
fans
pissed?
Let me
will
just-
get angry.
Let me just put one other point over here. Despite the ridiculousness of them, two movie franchises, one is much shorter than the other. Okay, for the record, as dumb as they are, the Resident Evil movies are awesome action movies. Are they good Resident Evil adaptations?
No.
No. They deviate
a lot.
Yeah.
They
But
deviate
then
way
again,
too
so did some of the elements of the animated, like the CGI ones. But
Yeah.
then those are much
But
closer
they're
to
still
canon.
within the setting, so it fits.
That being said, the other one being only having 2 standalone adaptations, Doom and Doom Annihilation.
Mm.
Those were interesting action movies, interesting horror movies. Doom Annihilation is much closer to the source material of Doom, but it's not really Doom.
No, it's not.
That being said, what you can do with that is learn from those mistakes.
Yes.
So a thought just popped into my head.
That's dangerous.
So if they want to produce a movie from a game, I would love for them to produce Fatal Frame game. You know,
Oh,
movie.
That'd be badass.
It would be
Because-
so terrifying.
That would be solid.
Listen, I love horror, so I would love to see them
The
adapt
twin one.
that.
The twin one.
Yes.
To be fair, though, we did just got the Five Nights at Freddy movie, and so
Yeah.
far the fans
So
seem
maybe
to love
they
it, so
could deviate
It is a
into
possibility.
more horror.
we
Now,
can do something with
there's-
that.
Yeah.
There's only one other movie that I'm still waiting on with bated breath,
What's that?
and I'm hoping to God that Oscar Isaac can keep the rest of those gray hairs off of his head
And what movie is
just a
that?
little while longer. The adaptation of the Metal Gear Solid movie.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
that is something to look forward
As
to.
in, yes. Okay, the director of Kong Skull Island, who, by
There
the way,
we
is a
go.
gigantic nerd,
Solid work.
he's the one who's been working on trying to develop the Metal Gear Solid movie, and Oscar Isaac has been attached to be Solid Snake.
Listen, I know that he's no longer working with Konami, but he needs to bring Kojima. in.
Hideo Kojima has to be in there, and if he's not, I'm gonna punch things
Like,
in the
if
face.
I don't see
I
Kojima in
agree.
the studio with a box of donuts talking to, like, Oscar Isaac and for some reason Matt Mikkelsen, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Well, that is definitely something that we can only right now until they make it into reality, we can only have it exist in our minds. But that being said, we have reached the end of the programming. You guys have been awesome on the live chat. You guys have been great. A huge thanks to all the members here at the Ravens Flock channel. You guys have been awesome as well. Juancho, thank you so much for coming back,
For
man.
enduring.
You see,
Each
I
leap.
make. Okay. First off, I see you trying to touch me again. I keep telling you, don't touch me.
Sorry,
Don't touch me, Angel.
Juan's very
Okay,
insecure.
listen. First off, let me just finish what Soundmind said. Detective Pikachu was good too. That Henry Cavill's my hero. Whenever I read the Witcher books, I imagine Henry Cavill.
He's
heard
perfect.
I heard David Hayter wanted to write the script for the Metal Gear Solid movie.
That would have been cool.
He wrote
Yeah,
the
would've been
first
cool.
2 X-Men movies.
He also
scripts.
wrote Guyver.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was in Guyver too.
See?
Okay, so number 1, I say this all the time at the beginning of a lot of our shows. Help break the Ravens flock away from our shackles of late-stage capitalism
Yeah, I
by
want tyranny.
sharing our channel all over the place. Get your friends, get your family members to subscribe to us. Spread the word. Talk about the Ravens flock on your Twitter sphere, on your Instagram, on your Facebook. Talk about us. Spread the word. Because we want people to come and subscribe to us. We want people to become inner flockers. Because I literally had to step in the night before, set all this shit up, and we still had technical difficulties despite that. And yes, I work from home. It's cushy a little bit, and people say, oh, well, this is first world problems. Yeah, first world problems, but motherfucker, this is the work that I want to do for my life. Not the fucking stuff that I'm stuck doing for 8 hours a day, right now 6 days a week.
It's called the grind for a reason, because it wears you down.
It really does.
I'm not the only one. Zayana Rose, Dragonfang, Angel Mendez, Jose Casabona. Okay, well
I have a good team. I have a good team.
okay. You're okay with your job?
Okay,
Okay,
fair,
fine.
fair
well,
enough.
then Dragonfang, get her employed over here with us. Get Angel off of his job. Get Jose off of his job. We just actually literally did a little bit of a psychoanalysis with him. It turns out his job is what's been stressing him half to death.
My boss is complaining that I'm scaring people again over the phone.
Listen, I'm
Something
not
about
kidding.
Sounding like I'm gonna kill them or something.
I'm
What are
not
you talking
kidding
about?
when I say we're counting on you folks to help us out with this. Your support means the world to us. Your support means the world to us, and we'll be damned if we don't let this happen. So please, spread the word. Spread the good word of the Ravens flock. And help us break away from the shackles of late-stage capitalism by providing your support, by helping us get more subscribers, by becoming inner flockers, by throwing donations into our Cash App or PayPal, and helping us in our quest to be able to work for you.
Absolutely. Now, a couple of announcements before we wrap things up.
This is
Unfortunately,
another reason why. Give me a second. You go ahead. You talk your announcement.
all right. So, and speaking of the shackles of work, unfortunately, we next Saturday we will not have an edition of Los Amigos Play.
Sorry.
Angel will be unavailable for that, but we will be able to stream our main show next Saturday on November 11th.
That's right.
Now-
I will be joining by Zoom since I won't be able to do it in person due to personal and professional matters.
I mean, unless you want to drive here after work, I mean, we'll feed you. You know that's a guarantee.
I wouldn't mind. I'll just be too exhausted to do anything else.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Sleep at the wheel. We don't
I
want that.
will. No, I won't die. Everybody else will.
But eventually, we will continue the story of Wonderful 101, will we?
That is correct. Please join us next Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which, under the leadership of my beloved teammates here,
That's the 18th.
What about
That's the 18th. That's the 18th.
Yeah, that's our house party.
How about the final Saturday of November?
okay, on the next Saturday at 5 p.m., we will resume the journey of the wonderful 100 in their eternal quest to defeat the Get Jerk for justice.
Yeah.
For pizza, which by the way is ready.
Teenage
Yes,
Mutant
yeah,
Wonder Turtles.
Hell's yeah.
So Dragon Fang and I and our mom, we were able to get a new house. So yeah,
Yeah,
housewarming party, yay!
Totally
I'll be
understandable.
too busy getting wasted on moonshine to stream. My bad.
All right, and of course,
It is a potluck, so bring your shit.
and for any wrestling
How do you
fans
feel
out
about
there,
Jack
tune
Daniels?
into my program Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick. If you haven't had a chance to join us during the watch party for WWE Crown Jewel, don't worry about it. Next Thursday, me and Juan, we will review the main event for WWE Crown Jewel, which is Roman Reigns versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
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 For the undisputed WWE Championship. We will discuss that along with our reviews of WWE's NXT.
I have some fucking words to say. I might actually join you on that one.
Okay,
I'll
we'll throw
okay
you
then.
in on Zoom for this.
I have
do-
some. We're
He's
going
got
to start.
thoughts.
We're going to start a discussion here.
Nice. Save it for Thursday. Save that as your for Thursday, my man. We'll also review this upcoming week editions of WWE NXT, AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling, and plenty more wrestling shenanigans to talk about Thursday night. But before we get to that, we have a program on Wednesday nights.
Damn right, and that would be my program, The Black Files, the uncompromising, uncensored review podcast of the Ravenswalk. As you notice here, we talked about a whole smorgasbord of different stories in the world of nerd and pop culture, but on my program, The Black Files, we focus in and zero in on just one story, and we cut in deep. This past Wednesday, we went ahead and talked about the hullabaloo revolving around the Marvels, the new MCU movie which is coming out next Friday, and how everybody and their mother is already saying that
Predicting its demise.
they're predicting its demise. They're calling it the wokest woke to ever wokety up, and I basically put the dumbasses who say this kind of garbage right up front and center,
You know what the best
just to
part
show
is,
you
though?
guys who the messenger is.
You know what the best part is, though?
What up?
Eh.
They keep making this content because people keep watching the content because they're disappointed with Marvel, which keeps making the content that makes them make the content. It's become an eternal cycle of mediocrity, and we, of course, ask you to please judge the product by its own value. If you still agree 100% with them after you watch the movie, then hey, man, that's your prerogative. We're gonna judge,
Like,
but let us not jump the gun. Let us not, squeeze the goat too tightly. Let's see what happens.
Exactly. As I said
Let's see if Brie Larson can actually emote.
on Wednesday night,
can.
like at least try the food first before you say anything about it.
like, okay, here's what's up.
Taste mid.
We're gonna say it right now. I know for a fact that the Marvels movie doesn't sound like it's gonna be very gigantic or blockbustery. It's not gonna be a gigantic blockbustery thing. They're pitching it as more like, okay, hey guys, we've got a zany adventure to throw in. Let's have a little fun.
So far,
Have
I
a
gotta
little
be honest
fun.
with you. For what I've seen on the trailers, Miss Marvel is the only character I'm interested in because I found her charismatic and charming and adorable in her own way.
That's like I started to show off on there. Nobody better lay a fucking finger
No,
or say
she's-
one foul word about the actress who
Not
does Miss
even the
Marvel.
channels that talk shit about them have said anything about her.
Good.
She's
They
awesome.
One
need to
part
shut
that
their
was-
fucking mouths when it comes to Iman Vellani.
The
She
one-
is an adorable ragamuffin, and she must be protected at all costs.
watch
The
out,
only
watch
one
out.
that
Okay,
Let Angel
about
talk.
Miss Marvel, I have never read or watched anything
good, the
about
books
her
are
part,
shit.
but when I saw the movie, I was like, "Oh, I like this.
Trust me.
I actually liked it." And
The
then I
show
heard people
is
saying
good.
that the actress sucked. I'm like, I actually enjoyed her.
The funny
Alright.
part is the show is the one thing that has been genuinely good about Miss Marvel. Her books have been, well, she has had 13 books and they keep getting canceled.
All right, well,
Oh,
let's
that's
go
fine.
ahead and table that discussion
But
for
in any case, sorry, we digress. The point is, you see that we get a lot of opinions on this stuff, but we're basically saying when it comes to cutting down deep on one particular story in the world of nerd and pop culture, you can count on us in the Ravens Flock on my program, The Black Files, in order to be able to provide that for you. So be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick.
And of course, tune in to our main show, the #1 show on this channel, The Ravens Flock, every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick, where we, the motley crew of nerds, the whole bunch of us,
All six of us,
it ain't just us three anymore, we'll be here to discuss with you every single week to talk about the latest news and topics in the world of nerd and geek culture, whether it's a slow week, a busy week, or even a dead week, even if it's just 2 or 3 or maybe 1, we'll be here to discuss with you everything.
You're stuck with us.
Oh, okay, good. I wouldn't happen any other way because I
made
know.
a terrible mistake.
Forever?
Well, good.
No, you haven't made a terrible
Forever?
mistake.
Yeah.
You have
Forever?
never, ever.
Until you die.
Well, good because I
Good.
don't like doing
Or
it by
stuck
myself.
to
I
you
think
like
doing
a
it by myself would be very
parasite.
awkward.
it is very awkward.
And
Oh,
folks,
I see. It's the twin symbiotes. That's how it works.
we appreciate you tuning in right now. You guys have been fantastic. Everything that we've done on this channel, from our multiple shows to simulcasting on different platforms, to our subathons, our watch parties, our fundraisers, our con appearances, our interviews, and the list goes on. Everything that we've been doing is all part of our directive from 2013 to make your voice
our
our
mission.
mission. With that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, Dragonfang Cosplay, Zayana Rose Cosplay, K-Storm Cosplay, and yours truly, Juan Arouse, as we bring you the latest news of the world of nerd culture, pop culture, geek culture, and everything in between. Working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission. Be sure to tune in live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content, become an inner flocker by hitting the join button. Like we said earlier, go ahead and try Glitch Energy, use our promo code FLOCKFUEL for 20% off, and of course, until next time, my dear fellow fairly feathered friends, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you for tuning in to another exciting edition of our flagship platform. Nerds watching all over the internet, we are the Ravens Flock, and we are